It's not often the Collingwood army is outnumbered, but tonight they have to run the gauntlet as they face the hostility of the one-eyed Port fans. And they're pouring in by their thousands, all hoping for some Magpie blood tonight. Hello and welcome to Amy Stadium for the first match of the 2002 AFL Final Series, exclusive to your Premiership Network, Channel 10. Tonight it is the qualifying final with Port Adelaide hosting Collingwood, the winner earning a week's rest and a trip straight to the preliminary final, while the loser fortunately lives to fight another day. One man who knows all about finals and grand finals. He's got 4 premiership medallions in his pocket. G'day, Robert Walls.
Hello, Stephen. Looking forward to this. It's the start of 4 weeks of pressure, of finals, of glory, of disappointment. And if you do particularly well, you might even be bottled.
Another man who knows all about premierships, he's also got 4 medallions, is Malcolm Blight. He's with Mark Aston.
Hey, Malcolm, this is the real deal, isn't it?
It certainly is, and the crowd's gradually building. A westerly breeze going across the ground, so we'll see a fair bit of play on the other side, I'd reckon.
What do you reckon's going through the heads of the Port Adelaide players at this very moment?
Oh, look, I think the mood is, they are very serious about this game. You know, they haven't won a final yet, as we all know, but I think they're really pumped. I mean, it's a word we use in football, but they are. They very still determination. And
huge advantage playing at home.
It is for them, and Collingwood's form hasn't been all that great, has it? So, great. They're in good nick.
Good on you, Malcolm. We'll catch up with Malcolm very shortly as well. Back to you, Quarters. Fantastic atmosphere down here.
Thanks, Mark and Malcolm. Well, amazingly, Collingwood have not won a final since Grand Final Day in 1990. Let's go down to a man who played in that game. He's with Gerard Whateley, and his name is Michael Christian.
Quarters, we're deep in enemy territory, these Magpies, and it's also an unfamiliar terrain. They haven't even been to a final series since 1994. Michael Christian, you were there. This is not just another night.
No, it's certainly not. And 8 years since they've been in a final. The interesting thing, Gerard, they don't seem overall at all. And there's even an air of quiet confidence about the players in the rooms tonight. And a view that there's more pressure on Port Adelaide given their poor final showing last year. So we're in for a great contest.
It's nervous, it's exciting, it's lively down here. The man at the helm is a maestro in September, Mick Malthouse. He'll have his players ready, Quarters.
Fantastic to actually get in the Collingwood rooms before a final.
Yeah, terrific. They'll be keen to do well, the Magpies. I think Mick Malthouse looks at it as the start of a 5-6 year period where they play in the finals and hopefully can get a couple of premierships in that time. But Port Adelaide, gee, they're the ones to look out for. They've won 18 of their last 20 games. Paxman back in the team at fullback, replacing Darryl Wakeland. Bishop playing well as a tall, and Jared Polton quick in that back pocket. Great half-back flankers in Montgomery and Hardwick. I think Chad Corns may well play at centre half-back tonight. He did last week. James, Carr and Guerra all in very good form. Josh Carr does the tagging job. We look at the half-forward line. Peter Burgoyne, a goal kicker. Wanganeen, of course, a brilliant player. Warren Treadray, gee, he's the gun forward for Port Adelaide. In fact, he's the gun forward of the AFL. 60 contested marks this year. That's more than anybody else. That big body, he puts himself on line and he assists with his handball and short passes to set up other goals. Sean Burgoyne in the forward pocket has been really good this year. Stewie Dew and Barnaby French. Stewie Dew with that long left foot kicks plenty of goals. We look at the ruck division. Matty Primus has been a wonderful player this year. Nick Stevens in good touch, and Josh Franco. A lot of people say Josh Franco is the Brownlow medalist favourite, and he may well be. Gee, he's had a good season. Have a look at the dash and the pace of him, and able to kick goals either side, left foot or right foot, and I would think that Lucuria may tag him. Interchange bench, and Schofield, Kane Corns, Kingsley, who comes back from injury, and the veteran Darren Mead. He'll probably slot in at centre half back at some stage this evening.
I like that one, Junior Burgoyne, as we have a look at Port Adelaide preparing in their rooms.
Yes, and they'll be keen to do well. They lost their 2 finals last year. They've had a terrific season under Mark Williams, their coach, and playing at home, they'll be keen to get a win. Let's have a look at the Maggies lineup. Ben Johnson in that back pocket. Prestigiacomo, he'll have big responsibilities, maybe on Treadray. Half-back, Clement, Cloak and Loney.
And with all the ones, the finals one, this is all their first finals games, so that's the one next to finals.
Yes, and Jason Cloak hasn't had a good season. The midfield, or the wings, Lockyer and Freeborn and Burns. Scotty Burns, he'll be keen to do well for the Magpies. It's his first final, been at the club for a long, long time, and with Buckley out of the side, they'll be looking at Scotty Burns to get plenty of clearances at those all-important centre bounces. He's a hard, tough nut. We look at the half-forward line, Batheris, Anthony Rocker, Jared Malloy. Gee, I'm pleased Malloy's in this team. He's hard and he's tough. The Davis boys need to play well tonight for Collingwood to have a chance of winning, and so too Chris Tarrant, that quick leading full forward. Have a look at the ruck division, and big Steve McKee, he'll be up against Primus. Huge ask. O'Brien, He's been inconsistent this year, but he's had finals experience. And Lacuria, well, let's have a look at Paul Lacuria. He is a dasher. His game's just improved out of sight. He gets plenty of the ball. He has run with rolls, probably on Josh Franco tonight, as tough as nails. We look at the interchange bench. Surprised to see Shane Wakelin there. Didac, the goal kicker. So too Josh Fraser, the ruckman, and Heath Scotland.
Let's go back down to Michael Christian and Gerard Whateley as the Magpie team prepares to come out.
They're young and undaunted, these Magpies, aren't they, Chriso, as we wait for them? And what a moment it will be for Anthony Rocker as he is the acting captain leading the side out tonight.
It's a great honour for Anthony Rocker and a great opportunity for this young Collingwood side. They've waited all year for this moment, something that has eluded them for 8 years, a finals appearance.
4-1 chance the Magpies, Robert, which is pretty good odds for a two-horse race at this time of the year.
Oh, can you hear the boos behind us as the Collingwood players come onto the field? And you've got to be pleased for Anthony Rocker. I think he's earned real respect in the AFL over the last couple of years.
Let's go down to Gerard Whateley with the coach.
Well, Michael Malthouse, 17 of these 22 players haven't played finals football. Do they know what to expect?
Well, you can explain it to them all you like, but the only way to sample this is to actually go through the game. And they'll come off with a finals experience that hopefully they'll never forget. And it's one of the most exciting times that I've been involved in footy, to see players with that anticipation of looking so much forward for the game.
You said they might be either inspired or worried by it. Is there any way to tell beforehand?
Oh, I dare say that they're apprehensive in many respects, because it is their first game. It is away. They're gleaning on examples from players like Glenn Freeborn and Scott Cummings and Chad Rintoul, and two of them aren't out there, so there's not many players that have got the experience, but I'm sure once they settle their nerves, they'll be all right.
Good luck, Mick.
Thanks very much.
So not far away from a start here at AAMI Stadium. Port Adelaide finished the home and away season on top spot with 18 wins and just 4 losses. The Magpies finished in 4th position. A terrific effort for a young side with 13 wins and 9 losses. But the Magpies' form of late has been pretty ordinary, Malcolm and Robert.
Yes, and it's been very patchy, hasn't it, after a great start to the season. But they've done enough to qualify in 4th spot, so that can't be all that bad. They've got 2 chances, tonight being one of them.
Yeah, their first half of the season was really good, winning 8 games, losing just the 3. In the second half, it's been a 5-6 result.
And Port Adelaide, as we've alluded to on a couple of occasions already, have lost all their 3 finals they've played in. They were defeated by the Kangaroos back in 1999. They lost to both Brisbane and Hawthorn last season. But Collingwood, well, their last finals appearance was 8 years ago, and the last final victory was that, well, it wasn't the last day in September, it was the first Saturday in October, back in the 1990 grand final. So it's been a long time between drinks for the Magpies, Michael.
Yes, it certainly has, Steve, and just being in the rooms tonight, it was electrifying, the atmosphere, and the Collingwood side certainly is pumped to put in a very bold performance tonight, and I'd expect them to be pretty competitive.
These teams met in round 9. It was Port Adelaide here at then Footy Park, now AAMI Stadium, winning by just 5 points. Anthony Rocker had a kick to make it a draw. Unfortunately, it just missed. But it was a good performance by the Magpies that night after giving Port one hell of a start.
And that night, 26 scoring shots to 21 in favour of Collingwood, so they certainly had opportunities.
Surprised that Wakeland's starting on the bench, Robert?
I am surprised, and I just get a feeling he'll be on very soon. Have a look at the tall players going forward for the Port Adelaide side. Chad Corns, 35. Barnaby French going forward, that's unusual. And Warren Treadrate, Barnaby French usually a bench player to relieve Primus in the ruck.
So the first ruck for the Magpies is going to be Steve McKee. And he's up against the man mountain in Matthew Primus, the skipper for the Power.
And the other big move, Jared Malloy starting in the back pocket.
Steve Paxman there at full-back, and this is an interesting one. Bishop playing on Tarrant. Bishop would be there because of his pace, I would think. Tarrant very quick on the lead.
So we're ready to start the finals of 2002. It's Port Adelaide up against Collingwood in the qualifying final. Primus against McKee. Primus straight to Franco. Great start to James. Port go into attack. Cloak forced to fist. And it falls to Loney. Loney on the left. Out into space, it's McKee. Leon Davis. And we'll have a throw in.
Stephen, the run-with player is Lucuria, as we all expected, and on Franco, the danger man for Port Adelaide in that midfield. You see 18 and number 10 there running together.
McKee once again against Primus. Again, Primus got the fist onto it. Lucuria. Lockyer through traffic, did it well. O'Brien to Steinfort. Short, just the 15 to Tarrant.
Chris Tarrant has been in different form.
He'd feel good about getting an early touch, no doubt.
In the last couple of months, thumping kick inside, attacking 50. Big leap at the back from Davis. Chance for Batheris. Snap around the body. Collingwood on the board. Great goal from Rupert Batheris and a dream start to the Magpies.
Yes, and important touch is mentioned about Chris Tarrant. The long kick came in. Davis has had some injury problems in the groin area, but that's a pretty good jump from behind. Honest jump that brought the ball to the front. And Batheris can kick a goal, can find space for himself, and will be important in and under player for the Maggies tonight. Watching there Steinford too, Robert. He's picking up Roger James. So Roger James has actually come up in the football world.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And Shane Wakeland ready to come on. That's no surprise.
So first blood to the Magpies. Primus. Kick smothered. Guerra. Knocked off the ball. Guerra has another crack at it. And we'll have a secondary bounce in the middle.
And because of the height of the Port Adelaide forward line, you can see Jared Malloy. He was forced to go to full back on Barnaby French, and the runners come out. He's going to move, and you'll see Shane Wakeland take his spot.
Well, the two ruckmen wrestle each other out of it. Great tackle on Guerra by Tarkin Lockyer. And we'll have another ball up inside the centre square as Malloy comes off for Wakeland. Umpires tonight, Brett Allen, Michael Avon and Darren Goldspink. Franco, beautiful reading of the play. He's got some space. He can run to 50 and have a pot shot. He does go long, but not long enough. With this marked in the last line of defence by Clement.
Clement, dangerous kick that gets to Steinfort. Back in the side tonight, Carl Steinfort, just 6 games for the season. Wakeland, poor kick, turns it over. Stevens, James, who's been outstanding in the last couple of weeks, a thumping kick, ball to the back, free kick.
Yes,
free kick to Port Adelaide.
And the free kick is because they couldn't get Wakeland back there quick enough. And it'll be Barnaby French, the big man, and this is a coaching triumph for Mark Williams. You'll see Clement is the player who was forced back onto French before they could get Shane Wakeland onto the field, and Clement gave away the free kick because he was just undersized. He panicked a little bit, and Mark Williams would be delighted with this, particularly if the big fella can kick a goal.
Barnaby French, just 4 goals in his 16 games in season 2002. From 35 metres, drop putt, he levels the scores. So Port Adelaide on the board. And a poor kick out of defence.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think that I think we're going to see a bit of this. That wind is a bit swirly, Michael, as you know, on the ground, and it is pushing the ball back. Anything on this broadcast side, as we watch that free kick given away, is going to push it back into the middle of the ground. So it's always going to be a dangerous kick trying to attack from defence on this side of the ground.
Port Adelaide crowd going absolutely crazy here. As you'd expect, it is a final, and it's 1 goal apiece, with Barnaby French levelling the scores after that free kick. Down it goes in the middle once again. Primus, clever, to Guerra. To half forward, Jew wrestles. Over the top comes Barnaby French again.
Well, Shane Wakeland's been moved onto him, but Barnaby French starting out at half forward.
He looks for cords, but that's an excellent mark by Leon Davis.
There's that kick just drifting back into the middle again, Robert. You know, that wind just pushing the ball.
Davis looking for his namesake. Nick. Over the line it goes. The fist was from Montgomery.
You should see that ball going out to Nick Stevens, that was, but the ball's actually drifted back into the middle and chipped out by Davis.
So throw in. Primus gets the front posse. Back of the pack, kicked off the ground by Nick Stevens. Corns, no free kick. Franco will get there first. Forced to get rid of it hurriedly. Now here come the Magpies. This is Lucuria. He has a bounce and goes long, but only as far as Gavin Wanganeen.
Wanganeen, half-back, squares it up. Dangerous kick, but it gets to James.
Yeah, Paxman's out wide on the other wing. Hasn't seen him.
Roger James chips to Hardwick. The great acquisition he's been. To Montgomery. Into half-forward. Corns. Chad Corns.
And he's playing on young Cloak.
Looking dangerous, Port Adelaide. Kick to the goal square. At the back, Treadray almost. At the full. It's all Collingwood. Johnson keeps his composure. Clement drills the pass. No, Bree has it at half-back for the Magpies. He looks up, but nothing.
They've started the Magpies with Tarrant Moore at centre-half forward and Anthony Rocker at full forward.
Loose player in the defensive half for Port Adelaide is Montgomery. Cloak for Collingwood, who kicks it long to half forward, and there is a 2-on-1 situation, and Paxman takes it easily.
He squares it up to Wanganeen. A man with plenty of finals experience. So Wanganeen back to the members' wing. Rocker, uncontested in the end, takes the mark. Rocker into Loney. So here's a bit of movement and space from Collingwood as they put it inside 50 out in front of Davis. Can he weave some magic? Nick Davis can't control it. Hardwick did well. Great effort. Handball intercepted by Tarrant. That's a throw. Umpire let it go. Picked up again by Davis. Around the corner. Good vision. And his pass has found Stephen McKee, who will line up about 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
This is a pretty quick opening, isn't it? I mean, it really is switching from both ends. Obviously, Port have had more. This is well read with the hand. Tarrant was good. Good reflexes.
Good smother of the handball, wasn't it? And then a good centre by Nick Davis. And they needed this, Malcolm, didn't they? They've taken it forward a few times in the last couple of minutes and it's been repelled. They needed to get one.
5 goals in his 19 games so far this year, and that is right through the middle. So second goal of the Magpies. They lead by that margin. It's 12 points to 6. McKee and Betheris, the goal scorers for the Magpies. French for Port. Was that a throw or was that play on?
Well, I've seen him given it as a throw, but in this instance, I think he must have called play on.
And big Steve McKee able to get 15 metres off Primus, get into that dangerous position. That's a good victory for him.
So the Magpies by 6 points. Steve McKee, the goal kicker. He's got a big job tonight against Matthew Primus. Steinfort back in the side tonight for the Magpies.
Interesting, just in the forward setups, both sides almost playing 4 or 5 pairs across half forward with either 1 or 2 in the goal square. So they're really trying to just get a bit more space for the real deep full forward line.
Primus decisively. Lockyer has it. Just hoists it high to the wing. Good mark. O'Brien, Licuria. Now Collingwood away. Burns. Can he use it effectively? He goes to Rocker. And Rocker marks.
Gee, it was a good pass because Burns had two options. He had Nick Davis in front of Big Anthony. He went for the better option because after the mark you can see Anthony's certainly within goal kicking distance.
Good strength shown by Rocker because he had his arm taken but was able to hold on to the football. And interesting, Malcolm, playing Anthony Rocker out of the goal square tonight, which is probably a good move.
A lot of space for him, as I just mentioned, and he needs to kick this probably just outside the right-hand goalpost because that breeze will push it across. So we'll follow this with Rocker.
Anthony Rocker, 31 goals for the season. You're right, Malcolm. Just drifted across. He started there. So behind, the first behind of the match.
I've always said it was easier up here.
That was about as close as the shot he missed after decided to draw the game in the home and away season.
Stewie Dew often does the kicking in for Port, and there he is again, and then he'll push up to the half-forward line.
He does to Polton, who finds Guerra still deep inside Port's defensive 50.
I find it interesting they're coming this attacking side of the ground, both teams. It's certainly no one's holding back at the moment.
Back to Polton, he's coughed it up. No one home. Wakeman should just go for home. He has a bounce, decides against it. Now's a chance for Batheris. He's got one, but his kick's offline. And a lost opportunity there for the Maggies.
Shane Wakeland did the right thing. There was no one to kick it to, so he didn't bomb away. He just held onto the footy. And then he got the handball away. They easily could have got a goal there, Malcolm. I reckon Mickey Malthouse will be disappointed.
Yep.
Throw in. Rocker, wrestling off the ball. The Port player's gone down. It might be a goal to Collingwood. No. Montgomery caught one off the ball.
Well, I would think that Mick Malthouse would be pretty happy with this start. 2 goals on the board, 11-12 minutes into the first quarter. They lead by 8 points.
Jew. Mark the Paxman kick. Now, loose player at centre-half back is ignored. Decides to kick long to the wing. Treadway up in front. Fist from Wakeland. Chad Corns. Kick around the body. Coming to meet it, Sean Burgoyne. Now a chance for Preston Newcomer at half-back for the Magpies. Burns. Got it to Licuria, who somehow got a kick away. Now a chance for Treadway. Loose player, Franco. He can snap. Handball off. Brilliantly played. Burgoyne. Sean Burgoyne kicks the Port Adelaide second goal, and they draw to within 2 points for the Magpies.
That's wonderful footy. I mean, really good pressure from the Port Adelaide forward line. Because they're playing 4 or 5 players in that area, there's a lot of space to run behind them.
Yep.
And here he is, almost got a gap and ran 30 metres.
The tackle of Guerra created the loose ball, and Treadway very good with the quick assist with the handball.
So Junior Burgoyne gets Port Adelaide second. They trail the Magpies by 2 points. O'Brien dispossessed. Quick kick out of the pack by Guerra. Back to the 50. The big fist came from Clement, and it was a good one too as he found his teammate in Burns. Left foot kick is sloppy. Tarrant couldn't control it. Bishop to Guerra. Good pressure by Leon Davis. Primus tries to bullock his way through.
And it would need 4 or 5 to get him down, Malcolm. Isn't he an inspiration?
Yes, he's a big fella. Good stuff here. Good pressure from the Collingwood players. And Primus is coming.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
That was British Bulldog.
And that can sap you too, can't it? You know, if you're a bit small and the big blokes want to do that to you.
McKee got the tap. Oh, Bree! Clement and Licuria! Missed. Oh. Just a clever piece of play, but Licuria just couldn't finish it off. It's 3 points in favour of Collingwood.
Interesting there. Licuria is playing on Franco, and he took a risk there. It was in Collingwood's front half. He just bolted forward and said, OK, let's see if Franco will worry about me when it's in Collingwood's forward line. Franco didn't, almost paid the ultimate penalty.
Magpies, a little wasteful early. Paxman pinpoints it to Stevens. Gets some run. Kicks it back in towards Franco. Another turnover. Chance for Rocker. He can kick it from here. He loads up from 55. Oh, stomping kick! He's kicked it! Inspiring stuff from Anthony Rocker. And Collingwood lead by 9 points.
He's kicked that 80 metres.
He learned from that first kick. He didn't quite hit it right, did he? The ball didn't quite spin, but he is a powerful man, isn't he, when he kicks it?
Stewie Dew claiming he touched it. I don't think so.
Well, it was another skill error, and that's going to happen. It is, let's just say, it is gusty out there. So the kick missed from the kick out. Looked like a good setup. But Porter paid the price.
So the Magpies lead by 9 points as we near the halfway mark of this first quarter. Franco didn't get a kind bounce. Now we're going to have another ball up in the middle.
Gee, Nick Davis now gone to full forward for the Magpies. The two-pronged attack. Big Anthony back there. He'd need a bit of a spell. You'll see these two together all over the ground, Lucuria and Franco.
Primus got it. Tried to tap it to Franco. And got another stalemate here.
He really is the go-to man from those ruck contests, isn't he, Franco?
Oh, he's the best in the business. Great hands in tight. The thing I find interesting about Lucuria, although he's got this great reputation as a tagger, he's actually got a hunger for the footy.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's just not the one thing. He's prepared to back himself and create and run when it's the opportunity's there.
Well, he's a tagger that averages 22 disposals a game this year. Franco to the wing. It's marked by Polton. He's got plenty of room to work with. He goes long. Kick falls short, and it's chopped off by Clement. Clement wastes no time. There's the man we were talking about, Lucuria. Running hard, finds space. He's got Leon Davis, but the kick was poor. That's a bad mistake from Paul Lucuria.
Yes, that's probably the weakness in his game, his disposal by foot.
And Davis was all by himself at half forward. So a wasted opportunity. And that's not much better.
That's that wind you're talking about, no?
Yeah. Gee, Jared Polton, that's 2 bad mistakes from Jared Polton in the opening quarter.
And that's where guys with technique problems in their drop on the foot in windy days will cost.
McKee. Handball back to Freeborn. Just loops it to Steinfort. McKee running hard. Wobbles the kick inside, attacking 50. Rocker hit it hard. Chance for Nick Davis. Handball to Lockyer. Matheris is free. He snaps and he goes. Collingwood have 4. So the Magpies have made a great start to this qualifying final.
Malcolm, 4 goals to Collingwood. They're in front. 15 points up. Do the Port Adelaide players start to have a little bit of doubt now? They haven't won a final in their career.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Rob. I don't think just yet. I think if it was halfway through the third quarter, you might start to worry about it. I don't think yet.
So Josh Carr has had a great year for Port. He's been quiet so far, but it is early days. But the Magpies lead by 15 points. Here comes the power. James, sensational last week against the Lions. Cloak pop one in the midriff. Umpire let it go. Treadray wrestles with Prestigiacomo, who plays a bit of soccer. Coins gets bowled over. Free kick. Let's go down quickly to Jared Waitley. Jared, is the wind favouring any team?
No, Quarters. It's a stiff wind blowing straight across the ground and contributing to those skill errors.
Peter Burgoyne wastes no time. Pumps it into the full forward area. Treadray. Too strong, and he will line up from point-blank range.
Look, I'll make a comment on the wind again, but it's pretty relevant. As this ball comes in, as Qantas, whoops, used to get a week for that a few weeks ago, didn't you? Which is silly. I mean, he just tried to punch the ball. The ball's fall on Treadray's side, the wind side. Prestigiacomo's got to learn from that.
Treadray, 45 goals this season. This is his worst distance.
True.
And he has missed it. That is the one weakness in his game, guys.
And we see Adam Kingsley on the field for Port Power. He's replaced Polton, who's made a couple of skill errors, so Mark Williams quickly lost patience. Ryan Loney kicking in. He does a lot of it for the Magpies, one of the better kicks.
Chips. Just as we wait for this little bit of play here, Collingwood have been inside 57 times and have scored every time. Can't keep doing that.
There's got to be a couple here. Lockyer made a contest at ground level. Kingsley handballs it straight over the line. Boundary throw in.
Michael, that's a very high percentage, 7 out of 7.
Certainly is. Good tackle by Shane O'Brien. On the wing, Primus battling hard. McKee's done pretty well on him early. O'Brien just ducked, got out of the tackle, kicked to half forward. Davis almost. Now a chance for Tarrant. Great tackle coming from Bishop.
Just shows the pace of Bishop. And I think that's a really good selection to play on Tarrant. You can see Bishop, he's tall, but he's got terrific foot speed. Wraps Tarrant up in the tackle, forces it out of bounds.
Half forward for the Magpies. McKee again doing battle with Primus. Steinfort. Nick Stevens is clever. On the lead, Chad Corns. Worked brilliantly behind Corns. Barnaby French, great shepherd. Thumping kick inside, attacking 50. Clement does well, comes to meet it. Numbers with the Magpies. The Curia, Cloak, now Lockyer. Loose player. Oh, gee, that's a poor skill error from someone who normally has exquisite skills, Tarkin Lockyer. Free kick to the power.
Peter Burgoyne back to the 50. Treadray is impeded. Umpire said play on Cloak. Clever little one to O'Brien. He's hemmed in. He's kicking on the full. Another skill error. And they're trying to dribble it, but put too much on the kick. And he's given a free kick to Port. Corns looking for Burgoyne. No go. O'Brien. It's a bit of respite as the ball trickles over the line.
Mick Malthouse working overtime.
And you can see Franco and Licuria together. Licuria winning at the moment with 8 disposals.
James, fantastic pickup to Franco. Inside 50. Loney does the spoiling. Wakeland has a fresh airy. There's Schofield, dispossessed. Picked up by Burns. Heads straight for the boundary line. It's Betheris and Montgomery. Good use of the body by Montgomery. Now Burgoyne. Back to Montgomery. The pressure is amazing here at AAMI Stadium.
Gee, that was a great effort from Rupert Betheris there. He had 3 efforts. And he was able to tie it up. He was outnumbered initially. So great play from Rupert Betheris.
So ball up. Loney's kick's partially smothered, but it spills to Johnson. To Burns. Burns to centre half forward. Underneath it is Davis. Hardwick can't mark. Here's a chance for Nick Davis. No one home. So he goes with the left boot. Collingwood get goal number 5 and they lead by 20 points.
And the thing that's interesting to me, Rob, is that the guys around the ball, as he watches this kick come in and the subsequent swill, but the play before this, and a lovely finish that, good skill, but they're running forward, Collingwood. They're actually taking some chances.
Yeah, they're playing with some boldness, aren't they? Mick Malthouse has certainly sent them out in an attacking frame of mind, which is fantastic.
Collingwood by 20 points. McKee up by. G's doing well in the ruck. O'Brien scrambles at the half forward. Davis infects the spoil. Well played by the power. Loose player out wide. Carr, who's been quiet. He used the ball. Looks for Franco. Oh, he had it. Dropped it. Prestigiacomo controls it brilliantly. And a little kick around the corner. Finds the boundary line.
Josh Franco will be disappointed he dropped that mark. After 20 minutes, he's pushed himself up into the forward 50 to have a bit of a spell. And we see Peter Burgoyne has gone for a run on the ball.
Half forward for the power. They need a goal. French was held by Fraser. No free kick. O'Brien chops it out of the congestion. Tarrant, who's coming up to meet the ball, hasn't seen a lot of it. Well played by the Port Adelaide defence. Hardwick and Kingsley combined. Nick Stevens in space at half-back. He can run. Leon Davis provides the chase. Thumping kick inside, attacking 50. Cloak at the back. Fists it away. Now a chance for Clement. Collingwood with the numbers at half-back. Clement can run. Handball to Freeborn. Back to Clement. Drills the pass over the head of Rocker. At the back, it's all Port Adelaide, and they can mop up here. And Adam Kingsley, who started on the bench, but now on the ground, finds former captain Gavin Wanganeen.
Gee, you've got to admire young Jason Cloke. He really does. He's prepared to leave his opponent to get across and get a strong fist on the footy, as we saw just before. He's playing on Chad Corns, but prepared to sacrifice and help out his teammates.
French goes long. Corns from the side couldn't take the mark. Cloke attacking it was Burgoyne. James is all wrapped up.
And Jason Cloke will never die wondering, Malcolm. He has a go at everything. Put the spoil on and then the tackle to finish it off.
Corns knocked it out in the direction of Peter Burgoyne. He goes short. Some brotherly love. And Sean Burgoyne will line up. Slightly worse at a 45-degree angle, kicking from about 30 metres out.
Well, from this ruck contest and a good hit by Chad Corns, Peter Burgoyne, he's gone onto the ball to replace Franku. And a terrific little chip pass to his brother there, Sean. And Peter Burgoyne, his opponent is Ben Johnson. Johnson started on him in the back pocket. Now Johnson's running in the midfield.
So he's already kicked one tonight, Sean Burgoyne. He's got 22 goals, 10 for the season.
Bit bigger than his older brother, and I think he's going to be a beauty, Malcolm, this young fella.
He looks good, doesn't he?
Just 19 years old. Makes no mistake. The Power get their third. So that's what the doctor ordered for Port Adelaide. They move on to 3-1, trailing Collingwood 5-3. With just over 3 minutes left.
And once
in the first
again,
term.
here is a Corns over the top and a forward-running player on bowler. Burgoyne just Robert mentioned onto the ball. So those guys around the packs that are running forward, the ball's getting clearer, they're the ones causing problems and breaking the game right up.
Up in the Collingwood goal square, Leon Davis puffing pretty hard. He's gone for a bit of a breather. Gavin Wanganeen with him.
33 plays 19. Fraser doing battle in the centre with French. Secondary bounce required. Paula Curia. Last year's best and fairest for the Magpies as we look at the Collingwood interchange bench.
Well, Jarrett Malloy there, that's an interesting one, Malcolm, because no doubt Mick Malthouse wanted him to start. He did, but they didn't anticipate Port having three tall forwards.
No, as I didn't. I'm not sure. They've been in 14 times now, Port, for 3 goals won, so their percentage is really low.
Yep. Now Barnaby French is doing the ruck work, and Primus has gone inside the forward 50. Gee, their two ruckmen are just, have a look at the size of them. Huge men, and Josh Fraser just can't get over him.
O'Brien couldn't control it. Franco, who's been pretty good in this opening quarter, delivers to half forward, almost taken by Cloke, fell at the feet of Treadrake. Cloke does brilliantly from half back. Kicks to a contest, Freeborn, almost. Hardwick, Port Adelaide win the 2-on-2. Now Chad Corns has Franco in support. Thumps it to attacking 50. The only player there is Wakeland. He controls it superbly on the half volley. Now needs to use the football. Just hoists it high to the wing. Nick Davis was pushed. No free kick. Mark to the Power.
Hardwick on the outer wing.
Last time they were in a one-on-one, Hardwick dropped the mark. Nick Davis cleaned it up for the goal.
To half forward. Forced to fist from behind was Wakeland. We'll have a throw in.
Might be, I think a few blokes here are a little bit puffed. You know, sometimes you get waiting for that quarter-time siren. Some blokes are actually gone a bit quiet on this.
Well, you can see the two players near the boundary umpire, Franco and Lacuria. Both of them have had 8 disposals.
French got the tap.
I reckon those blokes in the midfield, Malcolm, cover more ground in a quarter than we used to in a full game.
Oh, don't say that.
Not as skillful, though.
You meant to say, speak for yourself, Malcolm.
Oh, no.
So umpire Goldsmith just chatting to the two ruckmen. So it's French against Fraser. French, oh, that's a beautiful tap to Franco. Franco into the pocket, and that is superb football from Port Adelaide. As Peter Burgoyne will line up about 45 metres out.
Robert, I read your article with interest a couple of weeks ago about the ruckman being a very important player, and when you're on baller and you get I call these freebies. I call they confident makers. And once again, moving forward, and wonderful finish.
Magnificent ruck work, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that is the advantage of this Port Power team. You take Primus out of the ruck, who's just sensational, and Big French goes in and helps set up this shot at goal.
So Sean Burgoyne's got 2. Peter Burgoyne lining up for his first goal for the night has missed by the proverbial country mile.
Yes, it's always been a great debate, hasn't it, about ruckmen and they are important. So I'm with you, Robert. I think they're very important, and particularly the aggression, leading the aggression stakes.
Well, that's why I think Primus is an outstanding captain, because you get the second and the third efforts. There's a bit of menace about him. He enjoys the physical part of it.
Clement, dangerous kick taken by Prestigier Como. He's intent on handballing and eventually does. Ben Johnson from half-back. The run provided by Lacuria. No, it's Nick Davis, or it's O'Brien, in fact, as the quarter-time siren sounds. A pretty entertaining first quarter of football, and a very highly skilled, and well, I wouldn't say skilled, because the wind did have some impact with some of the skills of some of the players at different stages. But at quarter time, 5-3 pays 3-1, and I think the Magpies will be pretty happy with that score outcome.
Boys about that in no uncertain terms.
We talked about leading at quarter time for the Magpies. Collingwood this year have led 12 times at quarter time and won 10 of those games. So very important statistic as we start this second term.
Early free kick to Collingwood. Come back to Lacuria. Uses Loney. Normally is a fantastic kick of the football. He uses to Patheris.
Patheris kicked 2 goals in that first quarter. His opponent is Montgomery, and Montgomery's just got to tighten up.
Back to Loney. He can run. Dangerous from 55. A thumping kick to the goal square. It's got the carry to goal. What a start for Collingwood. It took 30 seconds. Ryan Loney is so damaging off that left boot. And he has extended the Collingwood lead to 20 points.
Well, it was Ryan Loney who got that break from the centre, got it out to Rupert Patheris, and again, Montgomery just nowhere near him. And this is the go-to man if Collingwood possibly can, because he's such a long, raking left foot kick. That went every bit of 60 metres. Would they be getting a little bit worried now, Malcolm?
No, I don't think. No, it's only 3 goals, isn't it, in real terms? So, no, long way to go yet.
Maggies by 20 points. Here comes the power. Josh Franco for possession number 10 to the 50. Wanganeen threw it out. Burns got the handball to O'Brien. The no-looker. Franco got there first. There's a whistle on play here. It's coming back, and it's a Port Adelaide free. Kingsley to Stevens. Too much on it for Treadray. Now Wakeland backs himself. Great tackle. Collingwood under pressure now. Quick kick out. Was fortunate. Went straight into the hands of Lockyer at half back.
Lockyer kicks out wide. Hits Davis.
It's what Davis has to do. Lead on Hardwick.
Gee, it's a long kick. Tarrant's got the set. Davis in front. Well played, Tarrant. Leon Davis away from 45. Vacant goal square. He's kicked another one. Collingwood by 26 points. They've made a great start to the second term.
It was a good switch of play out of defence. Ball got to Nick Davis. Nick Davis has to lead on Hardwick, his opponent, and then Leon Davis taking that mark and finishing off superbly on the left foot. Are you worried now?
Not yet. A lot of space in the Collingwood forward line.
Some Leon Davis magic sees the Magpies out by 26 points early in this second quarter. Primus. Franco could have got a free kick. Play on, says the umpires once again. Collingwood go into attack. Tarrant. They're moving it quickly, Collingwood. Tarrant pumps it long into the goal square. Rocker wrestling. It's bounced through for a behind. No, freak, is it? No, it is a behind. I think the umpire's going to award a free there. So one behind to Chris Tarrant. Collingwood by 27 points.
Even the experienced Hardwick here. Have a look at Hardwick. Could have marked that.
That didn't look good.
Hardwick off from the blood rule.
Well, it's been an enterprising start to the match by the Magpies. They really have taken a chance and taken all before them. And at the moment, this classy, skilled outfit in Port Adelaide just haven't been able to match it with them.
Well, they couldn't have wished for a better start, not only in the first quarter, but the first 3 or 4 minutes of this second term.
Paxman, big pack of players, fist. Franco's been Port's best. Gets it out, Polton back on the ground. Handball really hoping more than anything. Good play by Loney, just paddled it back to the advantage of Steinford, but James has it. Carr has been quiet. Kick to half forward. Chance of Prestigiacomo. Shred the football a little better. Poor skill error. Loney. Wakeland. Collingwood get out of trouble for the moment. Nick Stevens needs some courage. He went back. Retrieves the football. Poor skill again. James close to the line. Oh, he just shrugs. The Steinford tackle. This is a chance now for the Power. Kick towards half forward. Chad Corns. That piece of play from Roger James could be pivotal. He kicks to the lead. Peter Burgoyne can't take it. Chance for Loney. Deep in his own defensive zone. Clement wants the line. Doesn't get there. Chad Corns. The outside of the boot to centre half forward. McKee with the fist. They're under pressure, the Collingwood defence. Sean Burgoyne, Stewart to open goal. Peter Burgoyne. Port hit back. So some great play on the wing from Roger James has resulted in Port Adelaide's first goal of the second term.
Yeah, very casual. 2 Port players behind the play there. That's it's pretty unusual to find 2.
Yes, you've got Stuart Dew and Peter Burgoyne cheating a little bit, you'd have to say, but it came off mainly because Peter Burgoyne's brother Sean got that rapid-fire handball out.
Magpies by 21. The Burgoyne brothers have got 3 goals between them. Here come the Power again. It's Nick Stevens inside the 50. Looking for Burgoyne. This is Peter Burgoyne. Can he run onto it? Wakeland gets back. Heads towards the boundary. Throw in.
This has been quite the pattern of the play. Collingwood, a couple of goals early. Port come back. Then the ball seems to sit in Port's forward half for a fair while. And Collingwood have that ability to race it down the other end and score.
Gee, a lot of space there for Port to work in.
French's tap to Carr was good, but he didn't have any support. Now McKee for Collingwood to the wing. The kick's good. Batharis almost did well though to win the football. O'Brien, clever handball on Licuria. Magpies building again as he goes to half forward and hits Freeborn on the chest. Licuria continues running, gets the ball back, now goes long. Tarrant's got the set, can't take the mark. Great effort by Kingsley under pressure. Oh! Was it intentional? Umpire said no.
Gee, I think he might have been a touch lucky there, Stephen Paxman, as we just watch it on replay.
Well, what do you think, Malcolm?
He may have just done enough by funny to handball.
He got what he wanted, didn't he?
Yeah, of course.
Chance for the Magpies to increase their lead. O'Brien. Falling on top of it was Paxman. Be careful. Primus. Almost a drop kick. Lockyer, good desperation. Still in Collingwood's 50. Leon Davis is all wrapped up. 45 out from Collingwood's goal.
Well, he's just been wrapped up by a big bear in Primus. And Damien Hardwick, that's the result of the blood rule.
Collingwood inside their attacking 50. McKee, Polton. For Kingsley, boundary throw in.
players in this half of Collingwood's end now. Only about 6 players past the centre line.
McKee beats Primus on this occasion. Schofield taps to his own advantage, overruns it. James backs him up. He's been fantastic. Polton kicks to the line cleverly.
Warren Tredrea in picture there. Prestigiacomo's done a very good job. Tredray's pushed away from centre-half forward and full forward. Gone kick chasing a little bit down on the wing. He's only had the 2 disposals.
Done a great job, Prestigiacomo. Underrated. McKee doing very well in the ruck against Primus. And again, the ball's tied up inside the attacking 50 for Collingwood. Shane O'Brien, last man off the pack. So look at the Collingwood coach's box.
Yeah, Nick Davis might try to come over the top.
McKee matching it with Primus at the moment. Oh, Primus, little toe poke. Franco, Nick Stevens, the 2 prime runners for the power. Brilliant kick.
As you mentioned about Prestigiacomo being on Tredrea, then they actually swapped and put Cloak on him.
Well, I don't know why, Malcolm, because Tredrea had only had the 2 disposals after about 40 minutes.
A great smother from Prestigiacomo. Speak of the man.
He's gone now on to Corns. Just as we talked about it, they swapped them over.
I guess Corns was starting to get a few kicks on young Cloak. He had those 2 or 3 in a row.
Boundary throw in. Burns hurled. Carr. Both Burns and Carr playing on each other, both being quiet. Big pack again, this time at half forward for the power. And now they're swapping again. Just caught out a little bit there, I think. So Prestigiacomo going back to Tredrea. Cloak with the job on Chad Corns.
Now, the Barnaby French has kicked a goal. I just wonder in these swirly conditions whether the change-up's now on.
Yeah, get him off, I reckon.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
He hasn't got much of the ball for a while. Gee, they set up well at ruck contest.
They did that. They worked it brilliantly there. Now there's a free kick. Which way? Collingwood's way. Just the bounce eluded Roger James, but the work from Primus was just absolutely exquisite from that bounce. Kicks to a contest. Mercury tries to work back into Stevens. Peter Burgoyne has it. Play on's the call. Chance here for the power. Kick towards Tredrea. Loney. Chad Corns missed it. Cloak needs to be desperate. Gets boot to ball. Johnson put his body in, well played. Still a chance for Collingwood. Loney brought down. And eventually umpire Allen calls for the football. About 35 metres from the power goal.
And this is where power, they set up really well. They make space between the contest and their goals. Try to hit it into that space with players bolting goalward.
Here's a chance for Chu, but he's on his wrong side. He'll wheel around on the left, around the corner. Tip of the goal square. Tredrea couldn't take the mark. Off the ground. Barnaby French. Point.
Oh, good call to lead him on.
He missed, get him off.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Gee, their arms and legs and feet
desperation,
everywhere.
wasn't it?
But the goal umpire, I think, was probably breathed a sigh of relief. It went through for a point because it's going to be a nightmare to try and work out who had last contact. High kick, Cloak at the back, made a contest, but it's all power at the 4, Franco. Primus tries to crash his way through, can't. Turnover, Burns. Ineffective. Franco wobbles it. Oh, a couple of poor players at half forward. Chad Corns uses Schofield. He runs to 30 and drills it. So Port Adelaide have kicked the last 2 goals and the margin back to 14 points.
It's great desperation in the midfield, and that's when people talk about the midfield and the turnovers, but Collingwood had 2 chances to clear this, and eventually it did spill out, and Corns, forever the team player, set up Schofield. And he's that type of bloke that can kick 3 goals in a quarter too and turn it on very quickly.
Didak has come on for Nick Davis, and Kane Corns has come on for Port Adelaide.
Well, I wonder if
Polton.
the Magpies will remember Kane Corns.
I think they do. Burns, the quick kick out of the pack to half forward. Tarrant. Schofield, who just kicked the last goal, now in defence, kicks it to half forward. Jew against Loney. Stoneford gets the kind bounce. McKee to Loney, hasn't got much to kick to. Just scrubs one to half forward. Betheris trapped it nicely. He can run on Betheris from 55. Has blazed away and put it out of the full.
Causing a lot of worries again for Montgomery, and that's a move that Mark Williams might have to make pretty soon, because every time it becomes a one-on-one, Rupert Betheris wins out.
Hardwick in the back pocket. Back on after the blood rule. Targets Montgomery. Back inside Collingwood's 50. Burns. Not a bad snap from 45. But marked right on the line once again by Hardwick.
Hardwick, good running from Nick Stevens. In the back pocket, Didak in pursuit. Kick towards Bishop. Tarrant did enough and was able to force a boundary throw in.
Two Burgoyne brothers up in the goal square for Port Adelaide, and they've certainly had goal-scoring opportunities. 1 goal to Peter, 2 to Sean. Chris Tarrant in picture there. That's good to see a bit of defensive work in his game. Only had the 2 disposals to this stage, but he is working hard.
Collingwood need the next goal. Primus takes it out. Franco getting a lot of the football.
Number 16.
High to half forward. Wakeland. Punch away. Steinfort. Back to Wakeland. Run the pressure, Collingwood. Wakeland should be penalised. He's not. Betheris. Now there's runners forward to the football. Comes towards Loney from Lucuria. He's dangerous. Kicks out wide. Leon Davis. Couldn't take the mark. Wanganeen heads boundary and finds it.
Gee, Ryan Loney could have been excused for having a shot for goal. He's such a lovely kick.
So Collingwood have had all the play in the last couple of minutes. Haven't been able to convert. Rocker tries to get it to Davis. Now Kingsley. Nick Stevens. They're running hard now, the power. Wanganeen back to Stevens. Little fumble. Knocks it back to Wanganeen. Oh, he plays for a free kick. Not there. O'Brien stood up in the tackle. Well played. Now he's been penalised. Well,
it's the time of the game now with the intensity that Port have been playing with over a number of months compared to what Collingwood. This has got to go for another half and a bit yet.
Yeah. He's in good form, Jack Corns.
He certainly is. That was a great mark. Kicks it high to half forward. Treadray, Prestigiacomo did well. French, who's been good. Lucuria, good play. Betheris needs to use the ball, Rupert. Puts himself under a bit of pressure and kicks out wide. Didak, almost. Play-on's the call and gathered it well. Kick around the body. Tarrant needs clean hands. He's got them. Lucuria. 55 from goal. Doesn't know what to do. Scotland normally uses it pretty well. Kick short. Just a 15, you'd have to think. Steinfort marks. 49 from goal. Just get the feeling, Rob, that Collingwood have had most of the play in the last few minutes, but just haven't been able to convert. Now, Loney is standing just off the ball. As we watch Lucuria in Scotland, that little chip across the ground to Steinfort. Right at the edge of his range. A thumping kick. Has it got the carry? It has. Great kick from Steinfort. So Collingwood kick a valuable goal, and they now just edge out to that 20-point advantage. It really was a goal they had to kick, Mel, because just sense that Port Adelaide were really starting to lift their intensity.
Yeah, I think they caught it pretty well, Michael. They were. They really started to control, and it's a lovely kick, isn't it?
Beautiful kick.
Malloy came on then too. He's gone to the forward line now, so you'd expect him to liven up the show as well.
So Malloy has replaced O'Brien as Collingwood lead by 20 points. Hardwick looking like a mummy. Thumps one inside 50. Here's a chance for Corns again. Beautiful pickup. Can he get a handball away? He can, but only to Prestigiacomo. Lucuria, geez, been busy. Puts one out wide, and Scotland will be happy to see it over the line. So I've been travelling almost 18 minutes in this second quarter. There's the rankings. Josh Franco's had 16 disposals, and he leads the rankings ahead of Steinfort. So 18 minutes ticked over. It's the Magpies by 20 points in this qualifying final. Franco. I don't know if that counts for a stat or not.
Well, it's a long time since I've seen a shootout like Franco and Licuria's, 15 and 16 touches respectively.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the old days, right?
They're both going at it absolutely flat out. You can see them bent over there near the umpire, blowing really hard, giving it everything. It's a great contest.
Port win possession through Nick Stevens. Inside 50. Cloak was courageous. We have a ball up. Just looking at Warren Treadray's stats so far. Treadray's had 3 disposals, 2 marks, and kicked it behind.
Yes, and a move's been made, Malcolm, because Malloy's come on. Hardwick was standing him. He's gone off Darren Mead on.
Superb play from Franco. Can he finish? Tries to square it up. Now a chance for Scotland of Collingwood. The Courier. Oh, he threw it. Lucky not to be penalised. Roger James. Port Adelaide pressing. Schofield at half forward. Has to wait. Now he steadies. Delivers superbly out wide.
Rugby off.
It is indeed. Peter Burgoyne calling for 50 metres. Umpire Allen having nothing of it. Get back and take your kick, son, says Umpire Allen. Nothing in that.
Doesn't mind handing out advice, Umpire Allen.
And the Burgoyne boys leading from that goal square. They are quick on the lead. They've got good hands. Sean Burgoyne coming in to protect his brother.
So Peter Burgoyne has kicked a goal in this second quarter. And this is an important opportunity for Port Adelaide. They've pressed hard in this second term, trying to make some headway into this Collingwood lead. And at times they've looked very impressive. They need to cap off their good work with a goal here. Drop punt on its way, it's close, he's kicked it. 2 for Burgoyne. So Port Adelaide kept coming. Collingwood now lead by just 14 points.
Roger James does very well. Unusually missed with that. He's very skilled. And then that wonderful setup and wonderful finish there from Schofield. It's a confident kick. And yeah, aggressive but a good play, I thought. It was a genuine attempt at the spoil, but it's a nice finish.
Couple of hard men there. Darren Mead, centre-half back for Port, been on the bench. He just came on when Jared Malloy came on for the Magpies. It meant that Hardwick had to go off. Just a mismatch for Port.
Port cut the margin to 14 points. The Burgoyne boys have got 4 goals between them. Sean kicked 2 in the first quarter. Peter has 2 in the second term. Betheris has 2 goals for Collingwood. Leading possession getters, Franco's got 17, Nick Stevens 13 for the Power, while for the Magpies 15 to Licuria and 11 to O'Brien. Once again in the middle, the ball bounced. Port work it forward, Schofield. Here's another big build-up from Port Adelaide. Johnson. Cloak, great tackle by Burgoyne. Umpire will ball it up.
And you can see the big man, Matty Primus, coming into picture. He didn't do the last centre bounce. He's gone to the goal square. Have a bit of a spell. Let French do the ruck work. And Matty Primus, 21 goals this year.
Free kick off the ball against Johnson.
Well, that is just so disappointing for Collingwood and Mick Malthouse. They're in front. They've played their heart out, and then you lose the ball like that. Let's have a look at it. Johnson. Oh, jeez. Nothing in it.
I'm sick of watching that, fair dinkum.
Nothing in it. Common sense, umpires. It's a final. Things are at stake, a lot at stake.
So a soft free kick given by Michael Avon, and Peter Burgoyne will line up for his 3rd goal of the quarter. Got it. So Peter Burgoyne's got 3. Sean Burgoyne's got 2 as things get a little bit narky here at AAMI Stadium. But importantly for Port Adelaide, they've cut the margin back to 8 points They trailed by 27 points earlier in this quarter. So that was the first push. And that is just a ridiculous free kick.
What do you say to that? I mean, it is so... You don't need to push, right? We know all that. But why do it anyhow? Why do you have to do it?
Yeah, but it wasn't a free kick.
No. Right.
Port Adelaide dominating out of the centre. James drills it to Treadray.
Gee, it's a good mark on the burst.
Thumping left foot kick, covers 60 metres. Offline, one behind only.
That bit of football there, Michael, the mark, the turn on the left foot and the kick is 60 metres. He missed, but it's as good as you can get. But geez, it's disappointing that the game turns because of, well, a young Collingwood player made a bad decision, but it wasn't that bad to cost a goal.
Another bad mistake from Johnson. Effects a turnover. Schofield, loose players everywhere for Port. Stevens, a clever mark. We'll watch it again on replay, but the handball from Ben Johnson was smothered by his opponent, Peter Burgoyne. Caused the turnover, and all of a sudden, Collingwood cruising 20 points in front just a few moments ago. The margin will be cut back to 1 point. Nick Stevens comes in and kicks it. So this crowd starting to lift the power as they draw to within a point of the Magpies.
Now, if I was Mick Malthouse now, I'd be very, very cross with this lad. And it's almost like we talk about the footy god. You needn't a push. I know it wasn't a free kick, but why do it? You can't hurt anyone. You don't make anything of the game, and all of a sudden, Port have kicked the last 13 points. 2 goals run, and just like that.
And we'll just see that, yeah, it's a sloppy handball, and it just costs. It costs because you're against a good side who will take advantage of an error.
So back in the middle, Primus. The next goal for Port will put him in front if they can get the next goal, that is. It's been a great second quarter fight back after trailing by 27. Malloy. Good handball. It was out in front of Lockyer. He's got Scotland in support. Magpies work the ball forward. Scotland runs to 45 on the left boot. Just missed.
You know what? You can almost write the script. Collingwood will have a shot at goal. Probably should get it, and they'll pick a point.
Yeah. Damien Hardwick there. Just missed. Just missed. But gee, the game's hotted up. This is finals footy now.
Paxman. The kick from Kingsley. Kick to half-back. Rocker in good position. Has been quiet in this second term.
Yeah, Big Anthony needs to lift just the 3 disposals.
Malloy is all by himself inside the centre square. Rocker doesn't see him, and Malloy a little annoyed. French comes down from half-back.
Kick a big torpedo.
To get it to him. Well, I need to go 110 metres. He does. Thumping kick. Loney needs to turn around. Gee, that's poor play from Ryan Loney. Must be watching the ball. Guerra gets it to Bishop. Now he's called to play on Bishop. As a consequence, he's forced to kick it high. Gives Prestigiacomo a chance. Treadray worked him under the football. Kick towards half-forward, Franco. Got to get round Freeborn. Kick to the goal square, Peter Burgoyne. Johnson works to the front. Well played. Needs to keep his feet. Got it to Lucuria. Freeborn. To Johnson. Look out. Taken. High tackle.
I'm glad he got a free kick this kid because he's been under the pump. They've taken him right back to the goal square. He's made a couple of errors. Mark Williams has taken his opponent right back to the goal square to put him under the pump, and he'll be pretty happy to get a free kick.
Oh, the kick's poor from Ben Johnson.
No, he won't.
Straight down the throat.
It's a cruel game.
Of Chad Corns. And his confidence at the moment, Johnson, is shot.
Yeah.
So Chad Corns too far out to score. Thumps it long to the tip of the goal square. Cloak. Once again forced to fist it away.
That was a great fist, wasn't it?
Was. I reckon it's funny, footy. You find the leak in a team, and this is not having a go at Johnson or anything. I mean, we all go through those patches, but all of a sudden the thing always ends up going your way through that leak.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Mead gets it to Wanganeen. He's clever from this position. Snap it, goal. Clement has to sit and wait, but does it superbly. Or does he? He sockets it back to Wanganeen. Malloy. Steinfort. Lucuria, look out, Scotland. Go to the boundary line. He doesn't. Gets Guerra a chance. Kick around the body. Fist from Johnson is effective. The Collingwood defence is under extreme pressure as we near half-time.
Just a bit of a worry here because who'll do the ruck work for Collingwood? It looks like it could be Wakeland or Malloy up against the accomplished French.
And Mead over the top. Johnson, who's still going in getting the football. Steinfort, Lucuria, Chips. Lockyer needs to be tough with his hands, and he is. At half-back. Lead provided by Tarrant. He props. Can't take the mark. Loney had to check his handball. Lucuria. Back to Loney. Does it bounce it blowsily for him? It does. On the lead, Rocker. Can't take the mark. He was brought down. No free kick. Chance for Fraser. Hoisted high. Polton takes his comfortable mark. A little bit of panic as it popped up.
Yeah,
in the end.
ball. That was Josh Fraser's first disposal of the game.
Yeah, well, Fraser and Tarrant and Anthony Rocker have to give them more.
Turnover. Leon Davis. Handballs to Loney. Loney can run on and kick a goal from 35 metres out. Loney gets his second. And boy, do the Magpies need that one. They are being absolutely besieged at the moment. Well, they've got a steadier and they lead by 8.
Big mistake. Darren Mead dropped what he should have taken, and you pay a penalty at this standard. A mistake like that, it's going to cost you a goal. He's the go-to man, Ryan Loney, because he's a lovely left foot kick.
So you're almost right there, Rob. Nearly every mistake has almost made them play on the scoreboard at the other end, isn't it?
Yep.
It really is a tough game if you're going to make a blue.
And that's the pressure of finals, isn't it? You make a mistake, you pay.
Because you're not playing the 16th team anymore.
Fraser now in doing the ruck work against Primus. Scotland has it. No prior opportunity there, so a bounce.
Have a look at this ruck contest. You've got a man mountain up against a skinny sapling. Let's see how it goes.
One out wide, intercepted by Steinfort. Just pops it on the boot to half forward. Ryan Loney running forward again. This time from 40. He kicks and he misses. Gee, that would have been handy for the Magpies. Margin out to 10 points, close to half-time. Back out to 9 points.
Well, they're still well and truly in the game, Collingwood, because we knew that Port Adelaide would come back in this second term. They have. They've been able to kick 5 goals. But the Maggies, they've answered with 4 of their own.
Nick Stevens. Short to Paxman, who again goes short to Bishop. So it's going to be 9 points of difference at half-time in favour of the Magpies. They led by 14 points at the first change. They got it out to 27 points early in the second term until Porter fought back as Josh Franco fires up his charges. At half-time, it's Collingwood by 9. Robert Walls and Malcolm.
Looks like Lucuria has matched up on Franco once again.
So away we go. It's Primus against McKee. Primus got his hand on it, but it was read well by Betheris. It was body slammed into the turf.
And Rob, interesting to note that Mick Malthouse shown a lot of faith in Ben Johnson, has just left him in the goal square against Peter Burgoyne.
Yeah, and I think that's good. Look, Ben Johnson, I think he's a fine young player. He really was under the pump fiercely there for 15 minutes towards the end of that second quarter, but a show of faith by the coach.
Carr, he's been quiet. On top of Lucuria. Oh, there's a push now. Umpire Goldsmith comes in and doesn't award a free kick. Now, to me, that was a far heavier push than the one in the goal square that resulted in a goal. But umpire Goldsmith got that one right.
Well, he did, and more experienced. There wasn't much in that.
Wasn't much in the other one.
So there's a few bodies flying around off the ball at the moment. It's still in the middle of AAMI Stadium. Now the Magpies get some space. But it was O'Brien to Loney, back to O'Brien. Kicks one to the 50. Camping underneath it is Lockyer. Couldn't take the mark. Recovers. That's a free kick to Stevens. No doubt about that one. Too high. And McKee looks like he might have hurt himself.
So Port Adelaide from half-back. Loose player out wide is Carr. Kicks to half-forward into the path of James. Roger James had a great couple of weeks. Snaps around the body to the goal square. Cloak comes to meet it. Takes a good, strong relieving mark. Oh, it's a poor kick. James missed it. So it eventually got to its intended target, Nick Davis. Kick to the wing, McKee and Primus. McKee needs to beat a couple. Harvey provides support. Hard to win 1-on-2 contest. Kick to Treadray. He's a thumping kick, left or right. Left foot to the goal square. Peter Burgoyne walks back off Johnson. Cat calls! Kicks a goal for the Power. Marching back to 3 points.
Well, Treadray and Corns. And all of a sudden, Treadray presents himself with a great play up the ground. And that quick entry in the forward line. Don't you love it?
The left foot kick of Treadray, Melbourne. Yeah. He kicks as well either foot. And good to see a tall forward like Corns run to the perfect spot, the predictable spot to crumb the ball and goal.
He's actually a very good player on the ground and fights very hard.
You see Rupert Batheris in picture there. He took the honours in the first half on Montgomery. He's got a new opponent in Polton.
Collingwood by just 3 points. Steinfort. Then up and under. Lockyer can't mark. Freeborn at the bottom of that pack. Comes out to Hardwick. Can't split the pack open. And we'll have a ball up.
If my memory serves me right, Collingwood have got the opening goals in the first 2 quarters and wrested that momentum away. Suddenly Port with that momentum now.
Primus against McKee. Primus got hands to it, but it went straight to Lucuria. A high one. Inside 50, Wanganeen. Good mark.
Gee, it's a good mark because he had to run 30 metres flat out for that. Such an important player to them, so creative, always looking to switch play.
He does just that to Kingsley. Kicks it to the members' wing. Carr stuck out the backside. But Burns had just as much, if not more, strength. And stayed in the contest and saw it safely over the line. So 4 minutes gone, third term in this qualifying final. It is Collingwood in front, but only just by 3 points. The winner earns a week's rest and a spot in the preliminary final. James soccers off the ground for the Power. 55 metres from their goal. Franku, Loney. Quick kick. Porter got the numbers. Carr spectacular but couldn't mark. Burns kept his feet. Now Collingwood on the rebound to Lucuria. He's got space in front. He runs to 55. A raking left foot kick, but it's offline.
He just couldn't hurt them enough. He read the play well. He broke through that centre square and he just couldn't finish off. Stevens and Carr going for speckies there. Burns stays down, feeds the handball off, and Lucuria just couldn't finish.
Kingsley at fullback for the Power.
This is the only time it's been quiet when there's a kick out. I mean, there's been very few blokes just go back and take a kick. It's been go from right from the start.
Chips perfectly to Bishop. Kingsley runs on now. Liam Davis doesn't pick him up. That's poor marking. Ignored by Bishop.
Gee, Malcolm, we're looking at the Port Adelaide forward line. It's got a couple of extra players, and if they get it up there quickly, which they will now, Franco is free.
James. Franco all by himself. Will the ball stay in? No. Gee, the kick from James had to be precise.
He's so disappointed because he was free for about 90 seconds and had 50 metres of space. Now they're cheating a bit, the Port Adelaide players.
Russian roulette with Paul Lucuria. Rocker just takes it out with strength. Pushed in the back, no free kick. Freeborn controls the awkward football. Great play by Freeborn. No one in support. Now he does. Sweeps the handball to O'Brien. Lucuria running forward again. Kick inside, attacking 50. Leon Davis works his way to the front. And Chris Tarrant looking at umpire Goldspeak pleading because now, as we watch Tarrant again, he did well just to protect the back of Leon Davis. I don't know what umpire Goldspeak said to Leon Davis there, but
just for the bump on
Franco shaking his head. Now, he's let his team down a little bit because he's just been loafing across half forward and wing, not pushing hard enough into the back half to help his defenders.
And Lucuria's got the ball a couple of times. Will he hurt them this time? Leon Davis from 45. Drop punt is close. It's a goal! Collingwood by 10. So the Magpies get a valuable goal. Just to take that point up again, Rob, Franco was loafing back. Lucuria, two important positions. He kicked it behind first time, but that time was able to use the ball.
It's interesting, though. I mean, it was from a kick-out and Port had the footy, right? So if they used the ball up the ground, it's an interesting ploy, that, dropping someone out. It's not quite Russian roulette because you've got the football.
And you can see the Port Adelaide goal square pretty much packed, and they're leaving it open for Corns at centre-half forward on Jason Cloak.
2 goals to Leon Davis. Lucuria again. Free ball. Handball was ineffective. And we'll have another ball up in the middle. So Leon Davis kicked 4 goals earlier in the year against the Power. He's got a couple tonight, so he's done some damage up forward this season against Port Adelaide. Lucuria, 23 disposals. Franco on 19. Nick Stevens, 17 of the top 3.
Gee, great ruck work.
It was to Carr. Kick was good, but Burgoyne couldn't hang on to it. Johnson. Lucuria once again to Clement, who switches. Lockyer out in space, has got front posse. Steinford, short, freeboard. Quick hands, back to the running Johnson. Johnson to half-forward, they got a loose man on. It's McKee. McKee runs to 55, into full forward area. Too much on it for Leon Davis, back of the pack. Polton. So a lost opportunity there for Collingwood. Kingsley under pressure. So's Paxman. Manages to evade the tackle. Comes back to Lucuria. Can he use the football? He does.
Franco refuses to pick Lucuria up. And he's pointing to everybody. He's not taking responsibility on himself. He's coming into picture now at the back there. But he is not doing the right thing by his side.
Third term, 6 possessions, Lucuria. Franco, 0.
See Lucuria there. And Lucuria took that ball in defence only about 60 seconds ago, pushed deep forward. I kept my eye on Franco. He's not prepared to chase him.
So Nick Davis has kicked 1 goal. He's directly in front. 49 metres out. Driving kick. Goal.
Well, that was an amazing kick. It's gone 65 metres. That has gone 14 rows back. That is amazing. There's the Curious, found the ball a fair bit.
25 times, Melbourne.
Yeah. But look, his kick, as you say, probably there just inside. And he knew it was there as soon as he landed on the ground.
Yeah, Wanganeen looks a bit sore and sorry for himself down there, but the 2 Davis boys have done well for the Magpies. All they need now is Tarrant to start to hit a bit of form, Malcolm, and I reckon Port Adelaide might be worried then.
Well, Paul Acura inspiring Collingwood in this 3rd term. Again, another takeaway, though, for the Power. Stevens, inside attacking 50, Cloak double-fisted. Chance at ground level, Chad Corns wrapped up, trying to get it to his brother. Collingwood's loaning. Scrambles a kick out of the congestion. Hardwick has it. Gets it to Jew, spent some time on the bench. Sweeping handball, Carr at half-forward, all by himself, directing traffic. Props, needs to use it effectively. Inside attacking 50, Cloak. Almost a mark to Kane Corns, couldn't take it, Loney. Ben Johnson has recovered well, though he gives that up. Goes back in after it, Schofield. Waiting, gee, it's tough and hard. Eventually a bounce. I thought Cloak had that mark comfortably, but Kane Corns was able to chip in, make a contest. 2 goals to 1, 3rd term in favour of Collingwood. Port Adelaide deep into attack. Treadray just takes it out. Will he use Dew? No, he wants to do it himself. Kicks it high to the goal square. Burns thumps it through.
Port Adelaide runner just been out to Franco. I reckon I know what the message would be, Malcolm.
Josh Fraser, he'd be pretty keen to get out there, I'd suspect. He's had very little ground time.
Only had the one disposal. Hasn't been on the ground a lot.
Collingwood work it out. They're trying to anyway. Loney to Licuria.
It's number 27.
To Prestigiacomo. Kicks in the direction of Freeborn. And they'll probably settle for that, Collingwood. They're under a bit of pressure there at deep in defence. So as we near the halfway mark of the third quarter, Collingwood have been in front from the start. They've answered every challenge so far from Port Adelaide. 73 plays 58. And they'll have another throw in.
Hit-outs 27-17 in favour of Port.
He's run hard, Paul Licuria.
He's a star.
It's been the difference in this third quarter. Primus and McKee with hold of each other. There's a free kick, is there? No. What's going on?
I think one umpire gave it one way and maybe the other.
Because they both had hold of each other. We saw a great shot. We'll watch it again. They both had hold of each other. Jumper grabbing. Lucky free kick. James going back courageously. Couldn't take the mark, but his reward. No, a free kick to Collingwood against Hardwick, who pushed his opponent forward. Didn't have much regard for his teammate there, Damien Hardwick. Nick Davis loads up with a spiral torpedo, covers 60 metres. Tarrant was held. No free kick at the back rocker. Knocks it goalward. Kept in brilliantly by Lockyer. Chance for Batheris. He squares it back up. O'Brien. They kept it alive, the Collingwood forwards. And Shane O'Brien will kick from 45 metres. We watched Rocker and Lockyer did brilliantly just to keep it in. And Batheris, great composure.
Having a good game, Batheris.
Primus off for arrest.
Shane O'Brien just 4 goals for the season from 40 metres. Drop punt is good. Collingwood by 21.
Well, I must say this is, after Port got that first goal, for them to kick the next 3 was not surprising because they've played well. There's just no doubt about it, they've played well.
Good play by Lockyer to keep it alive. Even better play by Batheris on the left to square it up. Malcolm, earlier in the game, you said you wouldn't be too concerned unless it was halfway through the third quarter. Well, we're there.
Is it halfway? It's not quite halfway, surely.
A frustrated Matthew Primus on the bench. Got steam coming out of the ears. Collingwood in front by 21 points as we near the halfway mark of this third quarter. They've led all night.
Yeah, see, nearly halfway, Rob.
and this is the first time that the 2 big men haven't been out on the ground. Barnaby French and Primus. Primus on the bench, Barnaby French doing the ruck work. Means it's a smaller, quicker Port forward line.
Scotland, quick kick to the 50 and Tarrant's taken the mark. Wants to get it moving quickly. Kicks it into space. Wasn't the best of kicks. Paxman against Rocker. And over the line it goes. Indirect play from Chris Tarrant. Is that the right thing to do, Rob?
Well, just looking at this one first, Stephen. Montgomery's gone to half forward. The Collingwood runner's gone out to Wakeland. Wakeland's been playing on the big men. Maybe they'll make a move there. They're under the pump a bit, Port.
French. And it's back over the line.
I just wonder whether Tarrant would have been better advised. He's a beautiful long kick from 55.
Yeah, they haven't gone. They've been most direction, mate. I just wonder, you know, last week, and you think of this in hindsight, but it was a huge game against the Lions last week that Port played. It was a great win.
And the week before, Malcolm, they had the showdown. So a couple of tough weeks for them. Collingwood back into attack. Tarrant in the pocket. Almost touched off hands.
I mean, it's not over, but you know what I mean? It's just not quite the spark.
To watch Tarrant again, just would have been a bit disappointed that he couldn't make that stick. So a boundary throw in. Rocker and French. Leon Davis at ground level. He's got it. He's dangerous. Brilliantly smothered. Collingwood a second chance. Davis works it to the line. But a couple of players inside. Decides just to hook it back to the goal square, and that's a poor option, Leon Davis. As he gives the ball straight back to Port Adelaide when Collingwood were building momentum.
Gee, good smother.
So the ball kick to half-back for Port. Oh, well done by Bishop. Too tall for Leon Davis. At the back is Treadrake. Prestigiacomo has done a great job on him. But Prestigiacomo, not on this occasion, got beaten. As Treadrake just an outdoor teammate. Now it's Carr. He's 50 metres out. Long left foot kick is a goal! Well, one of the few times tonight Treadrake has won the one-on-one contest against Prestigiacomo. He managed to squeeze the handball out to Burgoyne, who got it to Carr, and it was a great finish.
Second time tonight Treadrake's been involved in handballs that have created opportunities to kick goals. Good shepherding on the goal line there. And have a look at the size of the man. He is big, he is powerful, and used that left hand to advantage to set up the goal. Josh Carr has been taken from the field after the goal.
Crowd starting to lift Port Adelaide. French decisively. Stevens. Here they go again. Franco. Lockyer in the way. He's got to beat three. No support at all for Tartan Lockyer. Franco deep into the pocket. Kane Corns. Haven't seen much of him. Cloak takes him out. Prestigiacomo just wobbles it back towards the wing. They're in number though, the power. Nick Stevens. Franco again. Ball kick, Freeborn.
Franco 3 touches in about 30 seconds there.
Just feel this crowd just lifting Port Adelaide when they get the goal. Cloak has Burns. It's a great kick. Just backward of the wing, Scott Burns. Played 22 games this season. One of 6 Magpies to do so. And after missing most of season 2001, it's been a great return. Freeborn directing traffic. That's what confronts him. We've got Nick Davis out wide. He uses him.
So off the ball, Michael. Paul Licuria's limping a bit. Doesn't look 100%.
Gee, eventually they've got to go to Anthony.
They do now. Rocker leads for him, and great low-down effort. Couldn't complete the mark. He's got to beat 3 at ground level. He'll be pinged for holding the ball. No. Umpire Allen just calming players down as Polton and Batheris get involved. Rocker made some great ground to get to that football, and we'll just watch it again. He just couldn't quite hold on. Franco again kicks it out of the full. Good pressure coming from Burns.
Doctor's been out to Licuria, but he's waved the dog away.
He's tough.
Anthony Rocker now. No one stands the mark.
Yeah.
And Franco comes to it now.
They've tried to create space in the forward 50 for Tarrant, but Port players have started to fill it.
Well,
so they'll just play possession around the 50-metre arc till they get an opening they're confident to go in with.
Curie gets it to Prestigiacomo, 4 to the centre. Kick short, back to Licuria. Perhaps could have played on there, elected not to. Now the lead comes from Tarrant, who wraps it up in the second attempt.
I bet he doesn't kick it out wide this time.
He doesn't. He goes back and thumps it long to the goal square. Leon Davis at the back. Ball bounces through for a behind.
Oh, have you got a gut feel, Malcolm, as to who'll get up?
Look, Collingwood are playing as well as what the scoreboard says. They're entitled to their lead. Port just can't string enough goals in a row at this stage of the game.
You just keep thinking that Port will come back and answer, but to Collingwood's credit, they are digging deep.
So we just saw there Polton couldn't control it. We have a throw in. 55 out from the Magpies' goal. O'Brien. French. Lockyer. And we'll have another ball up. About 70 metres out from Collingwood's goal. This term, the Magpies have kicked 3.
And the marks,
2.
look at the marks, 6 to 18. Collingwood are hitting targets. They're shorting the ball a bit. You worry about McKee, the ruckman. Can he go the full 4 quarters? You know, he's up against French at the moment, but Primus will come back. And the hit-outs are 34-17 in favour of Port. Huge job McKee's got.
Yes, it is. The other thing is, just a little sideline here, is that Port haven't won a final yet. They're under the pump now, and I mean, they're a terrific side. They deserve to be on top of the ladder, but
33,000 here tonight. That's a disappointing crowd. Here's a chance though for Collingwood. Tarrant, this will silence him if he can put it through, but he misses.
I reckon another Collingwood goal, and they're a real chance to win.
well, it puts doubt into Port Power mind, doesn't it?
It does.
Gee, what's this September stuff? I mean, we're a long way from there yet.
21 scoring shots to 14.
They haven't even got the stand ready for the fat lady.
Stevens clumps it long. Tarrant at the back. So is Matheris. Uses O'Brien. Kicks it inside, attacking 50. Burns, who casually wipes his hands on his shorts before he takes the mark in Scott Burns style. You just watch this on replay. You just watch he rubs his hands on his shorts and then just to dry his hands, and he marks in front of his face.
Let's have a look.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh, you've got to be quick.
Just a quick little wipe. He does it all the time.
A little bit of rosin there, has it?
This is a huge kick, isn't it?
Michael, you don't study these Collingwood players that closely, do you?
Franco off the ground. Burns from 45. Drop punt on its way. He's checked it. Collingwood by 23. What a kick from Burns. And the margin out to 23. The biggest lead of the match was 27 points, which was at the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. But Collingwood have been able to respond to every Port Adelaide challenge today.
Yes, they have indeed. And once again, wonderful setup under pressure. Fair kick too.
So do we have a major upset on the cards here?
It's heading that way.
23 points, Magpies in front. Been going 23 and a half minutes in the third quarter. Steinford.
15 disposals to Steinford, but he's controlled Roger James. And that was his number one objective.
Roger James has had 15 possessions. There's the rankings. Top four are all Magpies. Lucuria, Burns, Steinford and Loney.
All running midfielders.
Lucuria's had 29 touches now. Throw in. Little soccer off the ground by O'Brien, and he gets his own kick. To half forward, Batheris. Can he get past Paul? He can't. Sensational tackle.
50 metres.
What a great tackle.
No.
It was all or nothing for Polton. If he'd got past, he was in trouble.
O'Brien's been sneakily good this quarter too, by the way. Starting to win some 50-50 contests.
Polton to the wing. Looking for and finding Treadray.
25 minutes in this third quarter. Port have only kicked the one goal.
9 disposals. 5 marks for Warren Treadray.
Just the 2 goals. They desperately need to get 1 or 2 before three-quarter time.
Inside 50 they go. Cloak from the side. Almost Burgoyne. Lucuria caught high. Umpire says play on. Here's a chance for Dewey's deadly on the left. He's put it through. 13-9 plays 11-4. It's back to 17 points of difference with under 5 minutes left in the third term.
Around the neck, Lucuria, maybe.
It was a great snap from Jew.
Oh, it's a great goal. And that could be the sort of goal that lifts them. They needed something like that, something special.
Almost need 2 in a row, don't they? Just get that bubble going, a bit of enthusiasm.
And you can feel the crowd. You can feel the crowd now.
Let's go down to Mark Aston.
Matty Primus about to come back on as we see a shot of Mark Williams. Primus about to come back on. He's been off for about 5 or 6 minutes.
Still plenty of time left in this third quarter. O'Brien, little toe plate. Montgomery, Stevens, nice little sidestep. Kick towards Treadray. Good running from Schofield. Confronted by a free ball. Gets her a great tackle coming from Pascal Como, but Corns is marked.
Again, the Treadray handball helped set it up. And you said it, Malcolm. 2 goals in a row, 2 quick ones just before three-quarter time. Could be what Port needs.
Great chase from Preston Giacomo. Caused the kick to fall short, but Corns was in front. Kane Corns. Just 2 goals for the season in his 12 games. From 30 metres, almost directly in front. Kicks it. Port Adelaide have kicked 2 goals in a row, and the margin all of a sudden back to 11 points. And what a game of football we've witnessed, and what a final quarter and a bit we're about to witness.
Yes, and to add more to that is that to get the next one is the most vital thing that Port need to do. Obviously, Collingwood did the opposite, but the swing of the game. And all of a sudden, a bit of luck. Missed kick. Teammate in front, forward in front. Treadray's been good.
Oh, he's been good with his hands, Treadray.
And the Port crowd finds some voice.
Barnaby French gone to the goal square. Primus back in the ruck. Montgomery off the ground.
It's back to 11 points of difference. Primus. After a break, here come the power again. Nick Stevens to the 50. Jew against Loney. And we'll have a throw in.
38 hit-outs to 17. Just dominating the hit-outs now, Port. McKee will do the ruck work again, but he can't go all day. It might be time for Anthony Rocker to be given a run in the ruck.
There's the 2 combatants. Primus again got first hand onto it.
So they're dominating the clearances.
Schofield to Primus. Primus puts it into space and he finds Treadray directly in front, kicking from 48 metres out from goal.
And that's the value of the big ruckman, Primus. Not only does he dominate the hit-outs, he's good at ground level, he follows up, he butters up, and good skill there to hit the leading forward out in front.
Robert, I'd leave this bloke at centre-half forward, get everybody else out his way. He's just so athletical. Oh.
This is a better distance from Warren Treadray. Rather have him kicking from about 48 than 28. But he's missed. He's kicked 3 behinds for the evening. 1 in each quarter. So it's the Magpies by 10 points.
Disappointment.
87 plays 77. Almost 29 minutes ticked over in this third term.
Loney kicks to Clement. 4-1 centre clearances in favour of the power in this third term. They've been so decisive out of the centre all night. Corns, big leap, big mark. Now Primus is free at half forward. Cloak is able to get back. Chad Corns.
Corns and Treadray starting to come right into it the last 10 minutes.
Just chips out wide. Bishop. Bishop just dumps it long inside, attacking 50. Treadray, big flies required. Ball to the front of the pack. James is wrapped up. Bounce. And there's Anthony Rocker.
They've got to get him on the ball. I reckon they've got to get him on the ball. He's only touched it 7 times tonight. And McKee, he's just exhausted. They're jumping over the top of him every time.
Jew to Primus. He kicked out in the full. He missed it by 30 metres. And I was about to say Collingwood could ill afford to concede another goal so close to three-quarter time. Great tackle on Jew by a Bree. Primus kicked it out in the full. Chance for Clement. Gets a good shepherd from McKee. Now needs to use the football. Looking for Cloak. Gets to him. Great mark on centre wing.
Gee, the kid's desperate.
It was a desperate mark from Cloak. So as we near three-quarter time, it's Collingwood by 10 points. They have led from the very start. Cloak looking for Rocker. Can't take the mark. Wanganeen will mop up at the back of the pack. Now he's got Treadray as an option. He's run hard from forward down to his defensive 50. He's taken the mark. To Bishop. Bishop will run on and pump it long. Burgoyne works his way to the front. Clement got pushed out of it. There's Carr tough little nut he is, but his handball went straight to Freeborn. He coughs it up. Stevens, back inside 50. Carr, good effort by Licuria. Great hard ball get by Licuria, but it's a turnover. Back to James for Port Adelaide. Long kick to the goal square. Burgoyne, play on. He's kicked the goal. It's touched. It's been touched. And there's the siren. Drama to end the third term. Burgoyne says no way. But the umpire was there and said it was touched. No one's heard the siren. There's the kick. And, well...
Gee, hard to tell.
Didn't look like it from here, but it's impossible to tell. And Burgoyne has been awarded only a point. And look at Burgoyne right into the face of umpire Allen. So a dramatic finish and a controversial finish to the third term. And it is Collingwood by 9 points. What a thrilling last quarter in for Robert Walls and Malcolm Blight.
Well, Malcolm, looking at Peter Burgoyne, he's pretty unhappy. He reckons that was a goal, but you win some, you lose some. He got that easy kick in that second quarter when he got pushed and went to ground. Well, let's have a look at it here. Does it get over the hand? Gee, it's hard to tell.
Well, he must have played on. I thought he marked it clean, but it must have come off the other player's hands.
Yeah, he called play on.
Yeah.
Umpire Allen was about 3 metres away.
But Chad Cords can't believe it.
You don't see players that emotional that quickly, and so many of them.
Unless they really think they're right.
Yeah.
Well, so much at stake. It's the qualifying final, and at three-quarter time, the Maggies lead the Power by 9 points.
And I reckon they'll need all the run that they've got in the last 28-30 minutes. This has been a fantastic game.
Collingwood have led right from the start. Can they keep their noses in front in this last quarter as we see Rocker starting in the ruck against Primus. Quick kick out of the pack was by Targan Lockyer, the half forward. Davis trying to tap it to Burns. Polton put his body on the line. That's a free kick for too high, surely. It is. Good effort by Polton. And Burns has got one high.
I reckon it was overdue, Malcolm, to get Anthony Rocker in the ruck. McKee's done his job for 3 quarters.
Yeah. Just might free Rocker up as well.
So Scott Burns. He's had 16 disposals so far. Kicked a goal. The lead is provided by Rocker, and he's been awarded the mark. And now it's a thumping kick, so it's all a question of accuracy for Anthony Rocker.
But Malcolm, you're spot on. It has freed him up because his opponent there was Primus. He's too quick for Primus. For the first 3 quarters, he was on Paxman. Paxman did a pretty good job on him, and it's a win-win. He gets into the ruck, he'll help out there, and it frees him up around the ground.
And Anthony Rocker will be kicking from about 51 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He's kicked 1 goal, 1 so far this evening.
He's got some bad memories of kicking at this end of the Amy Stadium.
That was months ago.
Rocker, there's the angle. It's going. It's going. It's gone. It's a goal. It's a big one too for the Pies.
Well, how dangerous is that when you can get a guy to kick? I know he missed one. I thought Mick Moldhouse's comment was terrific. He said, well, it wouldn't have mattered. We would have still finished 4th, and Port probably still would have finished top. So what did it matter? And he's got the confidence to do that. And I'm sure, Michael, he would have thought about it for a fleeting moment.
And that'll give the whole team a lift because the coach has made a move and the player has made it work, and that just goes right through the other 21 players. They get a real positive out of that.
2 goals to Rocker. Carr. They've been so efficient out of the centre, the Power. They'll get another clearance. James, Polton needs to get rid of it quickly and does, but poorly. Licuria, possession, number 32. Chips, no Bree. Just steadying play down. Now he chips towards Tarrant. Bishop runs under the football. Tarrant turns and delivers. Chance for Leon Davis at the back. Fist, Schofield, little fumble. They might get out of it though, the Power. French has taken high crudely by Wakeland, and he didn't need to do that because Collingwood had numbers around the football. Undisciplined free kick from Wakeland, who just went straight for the body. Hand off to Kingsley. Treadray running hard for his kicks. He's worked his way into the game in the second half, Warren Treadray. Kick to half forward, Cloak and Corns. Cloak did very well. Now he's got a couple of players in support, ignores them both and kicks it out on the full, if you don't mind. So a poor option by Jason Cloak in the end. Now no one's standing the mark, so Chad Corns can run as far as he likes. Kick inside, attacking 50. Wanganeen!
Well, he's sneaked forward. He's been playing back pocket for 3/4.
Haven't seen much of the little champ tonight.
It was a great kick from Corns too, wasn't it?
Yeah, and just disappointing that there was not a Collingwood player to man the mark. It just meant that Corns could, at his leisure, push forward, lift his eyes and see what was available.
You've got to hand it to Port Adelaide as well. We've talked a lot about Collingwood, but each time Collingwood look as though they're going to creep away, the power of hit back. Now Wanganeen from 45. It's a great look at it. Oh, he's hooked it. In fact, he just scraped it through for a behind. So a disappointing miss for the former captain. As we look at his reaction, closing the eyes.
Of course, every little thing like a missed goal, a missed kick, a missed mark, all now mounts up, and they're the things to remember. You know what? They're still equal to the same amount in the first quarter.
Yep.
But don't write the power off. This game is far from over. It's only 14 points. We've only been going 4.5 minutes in this final term. The power will come. Can Collingwood withstand the charge? Primus can't get a clear handball away to Carr. Now comes to Licuria. He has been brilliant. 33rd disposal to Leon Davis. He was off to the races. Umpire said come back. Oh, he was lucky.
Magpies have got Anthony Rocker up in the goal square. McKee's doing the ruck work. Rocker's gone forward.
To O'Brien. The kick's good. So Shane O'Brien, pretty tight angle.
Exactly where Anthony kicked that goal a couple of minutes ago.
He's about 45 metres out when he kicks.
Michael, this is not his strongest suit, is it?
No, I think he's a pretty good kick, Malcolm.
O'Brien's got 1 goal tonight. He's got 5 for the season. Oh, it's a mark on the line. Rocker! Oh, he's kicked it. He's missed everything. Can you believe that? Nick Davis around the body, back into the goal square. That is unbelievable. Rocker on the goal line has missed everything.
Well, let's have a look at it. O'Brien's kick just didn't make it. Anthony's pushed to full forward. Takes the mark. Oh, dear, mate.
I reckon it was worth a try. I reckon it was worth a try.
Oh, look, he would have kicked it 9 out of 10, wouldn't he?
Chance for the power. Stevens has it on centre wing.
You know,
he run. He can have second bounce. Runs to 60. Driving kick to the goal square. Burgoyne's back there. Chance for Treadray. Peter Burgoyne swivels around. He's got some space. Snaps. A goal. No, it's a behind. He's missed. Gee, he'll be disappointed with that because he normally eats those.
Gee, super effort.
So a couple of relatively easy misses at both ends of the ground. Margin, 14 points.
Licuria. His kick finds Steinford, who's been an excellent contributor tonight for Collingwood. To half-back Betheris. Quick hands to Licuria.
35.
Paul Licuria pumps it long to the 50. Going up was Polton, couldn't mark. Mopping up was Hardwick. Betheris, almost a good mark. He won the football. Has he got the acceleration? He has. Into the goal square. Davis against Hardwick. Hardwick didn't lose his cool, and he did it nice at the end of Wanganeen. Just didn't panic. And Port out of danger momentarily. Hanson. Handball away. Now they've opened it up, Port Adelaide. Montgomery to Carr, and they've got a lot of room to move here. Carr has 2 bounces. Looking for options. Decides to go short and finds Stevens.
Nick Stevens at half forward. Chips over. Franco. Port Adelaide pushing. Chips. Joe. hole was left, and Stuart Jew has gleefully accepted the chip kick from Franco.
And this man with the ball is such an accurate shot. 42 goals, 20 he's kicked this year.
And quite frankly, as players get really tired now, the players that kick their head and use the footy, that team will win the game. I mean, you don't need to blaze away. Everyone gets tired, just keep leading.
Just wonder about Anthony Rocker. He's gone back to full forward, Malcolm. McKee's rucking, but he's dead on his feet. Probably time to get Fraser on.
Jew kicks and misses. So we've seen a few misses from both sides in this final term.
I've just got a funny idea what Mick might be doing there. Mick Malthouse is the Collingwood coach. Get Rocker in the centre bounce and running forward. Then McKee goes back on the ball just to try and lose that whole thing.
Just been watching McKee, though. He can hardly move. Hasn't shown a lot of faith in Fraser this evening.
Primus in front, quick hands to James, back inside 50 for the power, but the kick's ball. It's chopped off by Johnson. Johnson to Loney on defensive 50. It's Collingwood in front by 13 points. 9 minutes have ticked over in the final term.
Not much movement on the Collingwood forward line, as you can see, stagnant.
Well, Tarrant and Anthony Rocker are 90 metres away.
That's a free kick. No, umpire said play on. So Jew for Port Adelaide can unload a bomb here. He does that to the tip of the goal square. Burgoyne! Brilliant mark. It'll go back for goal number 4. He plays on. He's got it. No, he's been run down. Unbelievable. Collingwood out of jail. McKee will clear.
Oh, that's snap. Snap. Anthony Rocker and Burgoyne. Snap.
And pressure.
Yeah.
Lucuria wobbles it. Mark taken by Batheris. Didak on the ground, running hard inside, attacking 50. Taken down. Umpire didn't see it. He was taken down by Franco. Batheris squares it to Loney. Gee.
That's the stuff that wins your matches.
Well,
Tarrant and Anthony Rocker just have to present. They're going sideways because the big fellas won't present.
back to McKee. Didak just on the ground, providing an option. Now, this young player is a thumping kick of the football. 19 years of age. He's kicked 22 goals, 8 in his 16 games. Now, let's have a look at this. Peter Burgoyne has taken the mark clearly, has paid the mark, and decides to play on him. Ben Johnson, what a superb tackle. That could be telling at the end of the game. Alan Didak is a young player, Robert, who really seems to me to really take responsibility on his shoulders.
Yeah, look, he's only had not much time on the ground, only 20 minutes. But he can kick a long ball, and he is an accurate kick.
Well, he'll need to kick this from 55, but he is a thumping kick. Does he connect? Kicks it long. Is it straight? No, it's across the face. Thumb through for a behind. Margin. I think it's out to 14 points.
And we've been going 11 and a half minutes in the final term, so not even at the halfway mark yet. Heaps of time for the power. To half-back Wakeland. To Lockyer, who slaps it back inside 50. Attacking it as Tarrant, good hands. Great handball over to Steinfort. Steinfort, quick kick into the forward pocket. We're going to throw in.
I must say there's one facet of the game that the Collingwood defence has done beautifully, and that's punch from behind. They've been very, very aggressive with their punching.
The ball's in Collingwood's forward pocket. McKee, great tap, snapped by Didak. It's a goal.
Robert, I'm now officially starting to worry. Oh, dear me.
Well, it was McKee, the man who's dead on his feet. He got the tap out, and the little fella on the trusty left foot, he didn't miss that one.
He's been on for about 2 minutes. A Marvin shot a goal and now a snap, so he's really made a difference since coming onto the ground.
Primus us off. Anthony Rocker in the ruck against French.
Rocker gets it down. O'Brien just scrambles it forward. Ball bouncing. Players come and attack it. They all miss it. Now a chance for Bishop to mop up. Kick around the body towards the line. Mercuria still chasing hard. What a performance from Paul Mercuria.
Paul Mercuria has been sensational. Absolutely sensational.
36 possessions. McKee. O'Brien. Kicks it towards the line and over. So Port Adelaide free kick. Collingwood by 20 points, but there's still plenty of time. 10 minutes and 22 seconds to go. And our 5-minute warning will be coming up. Be an anxious 5 minutes for both Port and Collingwood fans. Kick towards half-foot. Corns almost taken by Treadray. Space inside attacking 50. Johnson can't take the mark. He interfered with Peter Burgoyne. No free kick and a bounce.
Interesting then, Mark Williams has made a couple of changes. Both Corns is on and Schofield, so they are fresh legs.
Gee,
as Didak's done, and almost marked that, yeah.
Almost marked it, but he almost gave a free kick away there, Ben Johnson. Umpire Goldspeed electing just to let it go. McKeon, French, comes to Burns, who misses it. Guerra, haven't seen much of him. They're tied up again. Josh Franco on the bench.
Well, it's the first time he's gone to the bench, and I would think 24 disposals he's had, but his opponent has had an amazing 36.
Kane Corns to Stuart Jew. He snaps and he goes. Port Adelaide, you've got to admire them. They have been plugging away all night against the odds.
Smart tap here from Treadray. That's brilliant play. And there's the run of Jude. Great tap.
I reckon Treadray 3 or 4 assist goals tonight.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide are not dead in the water. They only trail by 14 points. Still heaps of time left. Over 9 minutes. In the middle, Wakeland. Knocked off the ball. Lockyer to Rocker, who blazes away to the 50. Ball ricochets into the hands of Schofield. Back to half forward. Wakeland looks tired. Attacking it as Guerra. Did it well. Inside 50. Johnson wrestling with Burgoyne. Burgoyne's got it. Handballs back to Jew. Pinball machine. He snaps on the right. Jew's got his ball. Porter back in town. Stuart Jew has had 10 disposals for 3 goals won, and now it is just 8 points at the 16.5-minute mark of the final term of the qualifying final.
Peter Burgoyne, quick handball, Jew on his right foot. His last 2 goals in the last 40 seconds, both on the right boot. He is a natural left footer. Hasn't the crowd come to life?
Great play from Brent Guerra, who attacked the football, turned out of trouble and was able to get it forward.
Franco back on.
Can Collingwood respond? O'Brien. Franco brought down by Lecure, who's brought the handball out. Montgomery. Kane Corns. Chips inside attacking 50. Treadray. Not quite. McKee. Look out. He's pink. He managed to kick it somehow.
He did.
That was the most inventive piece of play I've seen all year. Loney's brought down.
Look at the tackling.
Umpiring, they let it go. Eventually, umpire Goldsmith calls for it. And what about Stephen McKee?
I thought he was going to get picked for holding the ball. Somehow he got it onto his boot.
Well, they gave him plenty of time.
Oh, that's clever.
Port into attack on attacking 50. French knocks it towards the boundary line. O'Brien just turns and kicks. Mark missed. No, Mark taken by Schofield. They're pressing hard now, the Power. One out in the goal square, Johnson and Peter Burgoyne. Burgoyne moves, the kick over the head. Johnson a hand, no free kick. Burns surges through. dumps it long to the centre of the ground. Leon Davis one out. Polton too good. Marcus paid.
36 players, make it 34 players in one half of the ground.
So smack bang in the middle of Amy Stadium.
All the numbers down in Port's forward line.
18 and a half minutes has ticked over. Back inside Port's 50. Franku. It's a mad scramble for the football, and we'll have a ball up.
Got to be careful here, Port Adelaide. One of the problems with so many players back there now, they all want to try and kick a goal.
Yeah.
And it's almost you want to see some leadership here. Bit of finger pointing. Let's clear it out. Let's open it up for everybody.
7 minutes to go.
French got the tap, but it went straight to that man again, Lacuria. Disposal number 38. It's marked by Schofield.
Fresh legs.
They've got runners. Polton's free. Polton's free on the 50, but Schofield ignores him. He goes more direct for Corns, who takes a slips catch.
Gee, that's a good mark, Melbourne.
Yeah. Oh, he's very good below his knees. I mean, he's honest in the air, very honest, but I find him as a ground player, a real competent young player.
Coming up for his 15th disposal. Been a good contest. Corns, Jason Cloak.
So in he comes. Chad Corns, he's kicked one tonight. He's kicked 28 goals, 15 for the season. From 49 metres, the drop punt is on its way, and he's missed to the left. So it's a 7-point ball game. Collingwood in front. 101 plays 94, and we've gone 20 minutes in the final term. Can the Magpies hang on? A home preliminary final at stake.
Loney kicks to it. Lucuria. Now that was the bare 15 metres.
It's interesting how they work their way out of this now.
Well, he's got no one to kick to.
Anthony's run 50 metres.
And he's got to beat 3 of them.
Yeah.
Ball to the back. They've got plenty of time and numbers of power. Montgomery runs the full measure. Delivers inside attacking 50. Johnson drops a simple chest mark. It could be costly. Ball comes out to Schofield from Burgoyne. Schofield kicks it back to the hot spot. Going back. Almost McKee. Cloak. Treadray with strength. Franco from 20. Misses again.
Again, Treadray with the quick handball. Missed the mark. Butted up. Got it the second time.
We look at Franco's reaction. What another mistake there. Then Johnson just couldn't hold on to the chest mark.
This crowd noise is amazing.
Has anyone mentioned the word draw yet?
Listen to the crowd trying to get their team over the line. At the moment, though, it's Collingwood in front now by just one straight kick. There's the 5-minute warning. Clement's got to get it moving. Umpire gives him the hurry up. He kicks it as long as he can, but it's straight to Treadray. Treadray squares it up the corners. Here's another one. Another opportunity for Port. He's got a couple of options. He goes out to his brother. He's run down. Great tackle. Got to be a free kick.
It is.
Well, Kate Corns was tackled beautifully by Burns.
He wouldn't be happy with his brother's kick there from 15 metres. Missed the target.
Now the kick put the kid under pressure.
Well, the first quarter went 30 minutes 28. The second term 31-10. The third quarter 31-15. We've gone 22 minutes in the final term.
Josh Fraser on for Collingwood. He's on Damien Hardwick. A real mismatch.
Prestigiacomo just inside his own defensive 50. A draw, of course, would be extra time.
Free kick.
Collingwood.
It's a free kick on the wing. Just what the Magpies wanted.
Next goal, Winthrop.
Oh, I think so, Malcolm. Yeah.
So Rupert,
We're going to nominate that, are we?
No.
Rupert Betheris has got it. He goes short to McKee, and what a game he's played.
Oh, look, this bloke's gone against 2 of the biggest men in the competition, and he's been beaten in the ruck, but he's worked his way through the game. And it's a real credit to him. Just playing possession footy, the Maggies.
Is it too early to run down the clock?
Oh, certainly.
Cloak plays on from centre half back. Now Johnson is free. He goes beyond him. Matheris misses the mark, under pressure now. Great tackle from Hardwick.
Well done, mate.
Superb stuff from Damien Hardwick. Desperation. Man, that's a big, big turnover for Port Adelaide. He smothered the ball. He affected the tackle. Port Adelaide finishing full of running. Can Collingwood hold off? Blacuria dumps it. Inside attacking 50. Fraser, Tarrant smothers it. Knocks it towards Didak. Didak's got it 35 from goal. Wants his left foot. He snaps and hits the post. Margin,
handy
7
point.
points.
Handy point, very handy point.
There's a long way to go. Long way to go.
Paxman short to Kingsley. It's the Maggies by 7. As I said, most of the quarters have gone 30 minutes or 31 minutes.
Got a free player in Paxman.
Paxman on defensive 50, goes to the members' side. Out in front of Montgomery. The ball bounces off his chest. Huge turnover. Batheris has got an option inside 50, and it is Jared Malloy who will be in no hurry to have a shot at goal from 48 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Montgomery off the ground.
Well, he's just had a dog of a night. He's had a terrific season.
Well, if Jared Malloy can kick this, Collingwood are into the preliminary final.
Well, it's been that sort of a night. You make a mistake, you pay the ultimate. Let's see if it happens again.
Malloy from 48 metres. The kick swings to the right. Almost a miraculous mark to Tarrant. And Port keep it in play. It's Jew who kicks the big torpedo. It's 3-on-1. Collingwood have the numbers. Coming onto the scene is Cords. He can't win the football. Batheris did well to get it to Scotland. Scotland goes short. And it's over the line for a throw-in. As I said, the quarters have gone 30 minutes, 31 minutes and 31 minutes. The Magpies in front by 7 points.
They've been sensational, the Magpies.
McKee gets it down. The 4 Franco, as he's so often been tonight. Corns and Cloak.
Good
Cloak
punch.
again, the fist. Loney has it. Gives it up. Chance for the power now. Corns kicks it high. 1 out. Prestige Como Treadray. Prestige Como almost. Burns gets back to assist. Free kick. The power were away. Stuart Jew was running into an open goal. Free kick to Burns. 25 and a half minutes in. Final term. Coming up to 26 minutes.
That extra point that they've got, Malcolm, 7-point lead, means they just about could play possession from here on.
He's called to play on. He's been called to play on. He doesn't know. He doesn't know it. Now he decides to kick to a contest. Cloak needs to make it a contest. He does. Tarrant, loose player forward of the play. Lockyer tries to get it out. Couldn't get an effective handball. Pushed in the back. Another Collingwood free kick. Well, they've been a little fortunate in the last couple of minutes, the Magpies.
Gee, everything's now magnified, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's just so important that they keep possession with this kick.
Tarkin Lockyer, Mark Williams. He can't believe it.
And so important that the Port players man up. 1-on-1 all over the field.
And
Forcing the kick long.
He does
Forcing the
indeed.
kick long.
Dumps it long. Leon Davis in front. Bolton at the back. Tarrant has it. Tries to get it out. Davis! He snaps! And he goes! He's kicked a goal! The Magpies are into the preliminary final! What an epic performance by Collingwood! They've come to Amy Stadium underdogs, but they lead by 13 minutes with not long left.
Great play, Tarrant. We'll have a look at Tarrant. He wins the ball. Number 20, he wins it, feeds it out, puts the block on, and the little fella, Leon Davis, finishes off.
There's the reaction in the Magpie box. Leon Davis has kicked 3 goals. The Magpies will have a home preliminary final. 13 points. The Magpies in front. They're almost 5-1 underdogs in this game. And Collingwood have had a famous victory as Mark Williams walks away in disgust.
Well, they came to Amy Stadium underdogs. They kicked the first goal within a minute. And Port Adelaide kept coming at Collingwood all night, but in the end, Collingwood have prevailed. What a performance.
And just as importantly, guys, Nathan Buckley gets an extra week to rest the hammy.
Malcolm, I reckon we've seen tonight one of the best team performances for a long while against the odds, but Paul Licuria, 40 disposals.
Let's go down to Jared Waitley.
Paul Licuria, what a famous win for your football club.
Oh, it's fantastic, especially to come over here and no one thought we could win, but to the boys' credit, everyone worked 100% today, so it was fantastic.
Tell us what it was like during the week. Nobody gave you a chance, feeling you were out of form, but you've turned it around.
Well, that's right, no one gave us a chance. Our last month's been up and down, so it's good. It's just fantastic to come out today, and the boys, they're awesome. They're a great bunch of blokes, and to come out here today and the win is fantastic.
Your own game, 40 touches, that's quite extraordinary.
Oh, no, it's a mistake. I think I got that much. No.
What about this? You're into a preliminary final.
Oh, mate, that's fantastic, you know, but we've got a week off now, which is good, and but, you know, it's going to be tough, so we just wait and see.
Bet you'll never forget your first finals appearance.
No, it's fantastic.
Good on you, mate. Go.
That's very much.
Was that, I think that was 8 fantastics, but you're allowed to do that, aren't you?
40 disposals, 7 marks for Paul Licuria, and look at the look on the Port Adelaide players' faces. Down to Mark Aston.
Jason, congratulations.
Thanks a lot. It's a great win to come over here and beat Port with such a good side. So, yeah.
Well, I don't think there's any question that Port Adelaide were favourites all week, and I think they were very, very confident. I mean, for you guys to come here and do what you've done, it's a fantastic effort.
Yeah, we sat on the plane and said, well, we've got nothing to lose. We come over here and give it 100%. The final's a different game, and everyone wants to step up for the final. So hopefully we get a week off now, and hopefully whoever comes up against us next, we can win that one and get into the granny.
And your first year, you've had an enormous amount of responsibility down back.
Oh, sure. I'm just loving it. Playing footy wherever they put me. It's a great feeling at the moment.
And your dad played a bit of footy as well. What would you be saying to him tonight or tomorrow?
No, he just says the same after each game. Go out there and have fun. So he'll probably say, did you have fun? If I said, yeah, he'll go, well done.
Well done, Jason. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Jason Cloak there, quarters, and he's pretty pleased, as you can imagine.
Well, wouldn't you be in your first season into a preliminary final? Let's have a look at the reaction from the two coaches when the siren sounded. And, well, it was at the start of the game, we talked about the monkey on the back, Port Adelaide. It was a little chimpanzee. It's not quite a gorilla yet, but it's on the way. It's an orangutan.
Well, you're right, and it's grown tonight, that monkey. It's absolutely grown. I was glad to hear Malcolm say he finally panicked halfway through that last quarter. I think we all thought that Port would eventually run over the top of this Collingwood side.
Let's go back to Jared Waitley.
Carl Steinfort, you were the surprise selection. What a great night to come into the side.
Yeah, mate, fantastic. I thought I got nothing to lose. Been in the twos most of the year, but come back into this time of year, mate, the boys are sensational tonight. So we just got to keep a lid on it now. We've got a couple of weeks to get right, and one more game and we're in the big one. So we just got one more game.
Can you believe you're in a preliminary final and Nathan Buckley gets an extra week to rest that hamstring?
Yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be great to have him back, and yeah, look, I can't wait to play in Melbourne in front of a big Collingwood crowd. It'll be sensational.
Good on you, mate. Good luck.
That is an amazing victory, isn't it? I mean, if you ask 99 out of 100 people, you know, unless you're a Collingwood supporter, you'd have to say the top team. But once again, I think it's said true in the call. Their last 2 weeks, the showdown, and then that huge game last week. And Collingwood's start looked sharp. Yeah. And they attacked. And I think we said at the time, Robert, Mick Moldhouse, they appeared to be here to play.
Yeah, they played attacking football. They hadn't kicked a decent score for over a month. And I think most people thought they'd get beaten by not just a couple of goals, but you know, the tipsters were saying 30, 40, 55 points, I saw. And this is one of the best finals victories that we've seen in the last decade, for sure. And Collingwood's first win in a final, Michael, since you played in that premiership back in 1990.
12 years, it's a long time.
Well, amazing scenes in the rooms. Collingwood through to the preliminary final, a home preliminary final. Their skipper, Nathan Buckley, gets an extra week. And maybe for the first time in 12 years, Collingwood can win the premiership. This is AFL Finals on Network 10.